What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pass the Barb. You are currently listening to the #1 outdoor podcast in the world. We are coming to you hot with a brand new episode tonight. And guess what? Full freaking house for the #1 outdoor podcast in the world. Not only do we have Sam Sobi joining us, but the one who has been in the wind, Mr. Adam Bartusek, is back.
Full squad. Back.
What up, fellas?
Squad up.
Squad
this
up.
Has been I thank you for holding down the fort for the past 2 months. I think I was on briefly when I was in Canada. I think I was maybe on a pod at the end of May. Like when we were setting up our summer schedule, we were like, yeah, we'll record these days. And I was like, boys, I am gonna be gone a lot, but we'll make it happen. And yeah, you guys have carried the load heavy. We got some in there that I was able to sprinkle in, but been a hell of a summer. I'm excited to catch up.
Yeah.
And I legitimately don't think I've talked to Sobi on the phone since like May 20th. Like, and actually, I think I've called him randomly once or twice and he hasn't answered. And I was like, I don't think I've talked to him since the Canadian pod. I'm dead serious.
The coolest thing we've said about this pod a lot is like, hey, this is not only do we do this for millions and millions of dollars, obviously, but no, this is like a passion project mixed with, we always have a lot of fun coming on here, especially when we get the full squad or even some of our other good buddies that we don't get to talk to as much. Cause like, this is where we actually BS and catch up because like, freaking Midwest summers, like I'm blinking my eye and I'm like, oh, it's like going to be like August, like right now. And I'm like, what? I feel like I was just talking to Steph. I was like, what? I don't know. I'm just blown away. So yeah, we're excited to freaking catch up. We got a whole freaking squad. Everybody's been doing a lot of everything. So let's get it on.
Yeah. Well, I was in my absence. Did we lose our sponsor?
Yeah. Speaking of those millions of dollars. Speaking of those millions of dollars,
read it so we can cash the check.
This episode, Pass the Barb, is presented by the one and only Onyx Fish. Onyx Fish is a huge supporter of Pass the Barb, big supporter of PTB Nation, and all things PTB related, PTB paraphernalia, as it were. And Pass the Barb is proudly presented by Onyx Fish. This is an awesome app. If you are not on Onyx Fish, get on it. This is the best one-stop shop, all-in fishing app. This thing's got everything from lake maps, excellent contour data, and it's getting better all the time. This thing has the best fisheries data that you can find anywhere. It's adding more and more states every single day. And let me tell you, this new feature, Sam, I know we talked about this on the last pod too. We got brand new feature for Onyx Fish. If you have not hit the update lately, do it, because we have these fishing areas that are now showing up. There's these purple areas on the map. They're showing legitimate fish catches from people, whether they're guides, trusted resources in the industry. These are places where fish are actually being caught. There's awesome areas on there, and it'll tell you exactly what species are being caught in those areas. Well worth a shot if it's on a body of water that is close to you that has some of this stuff, but check it out. This is an awesome app. We all use it. We all love it. We use it open water, ice fishing, you name it. And we use it tons to find brand new lakes. And this is something that I think I'm going to be using for a super long time.
Absolutely. I think a lot of bass guys are sleeping on Onyx Fish too, to be honest. Talk to my friends. But
do we have a code?
I know ours is code crappie. I did listen to the other pods, and Sobi was trying to convince everyone it was crappie 10 or something, and it's not.
It's not.
It's straight up crappie.
All
and Sobi, I would love to know your code because I'll put it in the descriptions, but I have looked high and low everywhere for your code and descriptions, and I have not.
I think it's Sobi 10 probably, or Sobi 20.
It's
one of those. What's your guys' discount code off on crappie?
10%. Yeah.
Then I think mine is Sobi 10. It's got to be.
Okay.
Yeah. You could use either of those codes. It doesn't matter.
Well, here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
If you're for sure getting a discount.
If you don't have time, just use code crappie because you know it's going to work. If you're feeling a little frisky, you want to type in your code a couple times like it's a password and play a little game, just throw some Sobi 10, Sobi 20, Sobi. I don't know. Just throw a couple in there. One of them will cash eventually.
I think it might even just be Sobi. I think Yeah, maybe just try a Sobi. Like this could be like, and maybe my discount code is way better. Like maybe you just type in crappie and you're like, oh shoot. If I typed in Sobi, it's like a legit 15 or 20% off. We don't know.
Charge you
how about
double
this? Get crappie first, and then maybe try to stack the Sobi one on top.
Double stack. No. Once again, huge shout out to Onyx Fish. And Adam was going somewhere with this, and I'd like him to speak on it. I think there is a lot of people that are sleeping on Onyx Fish, but a lot of bass fishermen that sleep on it because they have a milk run of lakes. They know where the bass live, but in a land of 10,000 lakes or whatever state you're from, there's so many more wicked good sleeper bass lakes out there that nobody fishes ever.
I think there's just a lot of sleeper lakes in general. I like just in general. And obviously lakes cycle every, I don't know, however many years, but I always think like 5 to 7 years. I was actually I was interviewing Josh Douglas earlier today to get the preview for the Champions Tour Mille Lacs event that's happening on Sunday. And he was talking about how Mille Lacs cycles like every 7 years. And I kind of was thinking of that and kind of with the crappie stuff we do. And then you think of like Onyx Fish and looking at different surveys. And yeah, I think people just sleep on it. And also like, I think for a lot of people in Minnesota, I think we've just grown up with Lake Finder and just excellent fishery survey data and everything. So you get an app and it's like, look at this app. It's great. And they're like, well, I could have found that forever anyways. And you're correct, but it's way easier to find it with the app. Yeah, however,
the map, like spatial searching, you couldn't.
Yes, the spatial searching and stuff. But then like Pink knows, like when we go to Wisconsin or South Dakota or like Iowa, or like when him and I were on our Vilas trip in May, we'd just be sitting at home. And instead of looking at like, you know, your One Boat Network app for like mapping and everything, we'd just be scrolling through Google searches of like, does this lake have crappies? This lake have crappies? Ooh, this one popped up. And you're just looking at data in Wisconsin, which like, dude, 2 years ago, we couldn't even do that. Yeah. Like that was not a thing. 2 years ago, it's 2026, dude. In 2024, we couldn't look at data of lakes in Wisconsin.
That's actually crazy.
So, yeah, like I think people just take it really for granted. There's some really good stuff in there, and like it's legit data. So, and the weather stuff and everything too. But anyways, we can catch up on a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, shout out Onyx Fish and let's roll.
Let's do this thing. All right, boys, let's jump into this thing. Let's go around the horn here. Just a quick 24 to 48 hours. What's been going down? Sobi, hit me with it. Let's get into this thing.
Boom, boom. I just got home from central Minnesota. Last 24, 48 hours, I was on a top secret photo shoot with some fine folks. One of the folks being the one and only, a friend of the pod, MJO, Maggie Joe Outdoors. It was her birthday yesterday as well. So a lot of different folks on the photo shoot. And
she finally turned 50.
Yeah, we celebrated her 49th birthday. She's not 50 yet. You don't be saying that. But yeah, we celebrated Maggie's 49th birthday and we caught some bass and we did, just a bunch of crazy photo shoot stuff. And it was cool. And another fine fellow that was there was another friend of the pod, the one, the only, the Magnum Herd Bull, Chancey Walters.
Stacked lineup.
And good to hear Chancey's still alive.
I'll give you this. Chancey and I, this is like one quick story from this photo shoot. It has nothing to do with fishing. We went out to eat in the evening, and Chancey and I were fiending, dude. We were hot. We were just freaking grinding all day. We started this photo shoot at like 4:30 in the morning, and by this time it was 9 p.m. at night or maybe 10, and we were ready to grease down, and Chancey's like, I kind of want red meat. I want a steak. And I was like, me too. And then Chancey's like, look at these smoked wings. And I'm like, oh my God, I'd do these smoked wings. And Chancey and I looked at each other and he nodded and he goes, I'll get this porterhouse and you get those wings. We're about to split. And we did. And it was awesome.
Dude, I am so glad you brought that up. That doesn't happen between like guy friends. Fair.
Doesn't.
Near
It never
enough.
happens. Not
it
unless
happens between couples when you go out to eat sometimes. Like, dude, make sharing plates cool again with guy friends.
Dude, make sharing plates cool again. And
Get
honestly,
your steak and your wings.
everybody, we were all hyped up. Like, we were way too hyped up on it. And we were like knuckling each other and high-fiving at the table. And everybody else like copacetically eating. And Chancey's out like, oh, hell yeah, the wings were a move. Oh, this is one of the finest porterhouse I've ever had that's not from down south. Like, we were pumped and we got a little taste of everything we wanted. And yeah, I'm totally with Adam. Make sharing plates with homies cool again, because you do want smoked chicken wings, but I do want a steak, but I do want some baked potato. You know, like I want a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't
everything.
want all of it. I don't want to commit to it. That's how
I
end up
run the menu, dude. It.
That's
I'm
how
so
I
glad
end
you
up
guys
with
appreciate
that.
that.
That's how I end up with a burger or something. You end up you're like, yeah, I'll be able to eat this and it'll be good. But like, you always look at that steak and other stuff and you're like, I really enjoy some of this, but I don't think I want the whole thing.
Yeah, you're like, I know there's two completely opposite things or a couple different things on here that like be so good. Like, it would just be good to get half of this and half the other thing. Like, I know, like yes. Thank you guys for appreciating that, dude, because it was actually like major highlight.
This is a trust tree. I support that.
Freaking
I'd split anything with Chancey though, dude.
I know. Dude, it was his voice too, and the way he's explaining his food, and then he's like, hey, they've got like a chef here. He came out and talked. Like, I'll bring him back out. And Chancey went and got him. He's like, I'm talking about the plates. And this guy and
where the hell were you?
That's to be disclosed at a different time.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, continue.
How about you, sugar daddies?
He's like, no,
we were, but that actually got me so bad.
And you said Central Minnesota.
I really pictured me and Chancey there, to be honest. Like, I really like. It's not like I think that's what got me.
He just made it discreet that he was doing some professional shoot and slid in that he just went and ordered steak and wings at a strip club
with Chancey. I don't know. Like, I
that
really
checks out. That checks out.
I like picture this in my head, like me and him just sitting there, like, and then we're ordering food.
Just wolfing down a steak and wings. His dancers are up there, and you're just totally ignoring it.
Chancey, where should we eat? Oh, dude, Sugar Daddy's got best porterhouse.
I know the chef.
All right, Bart, go. Last 24, 48 hours.
Oh, dude, okay, 20. I'll keep it to 24, 48 because then we can talk about the other stuff. Last 24, 48. Honestly, I've just been at home for the first time in forever. So finished up editing the Champions Tour Pro-Am video. Shout out to Boots. Boots did a ton of work with that. I kind of just put the finishing touches on it. So that went out, I think last night it was. Yeah, so that went out, and then just been catching up on a bunch of work, to be honest, getting ready to hit the road again for some more tournaments and filming Champions Tour and everything. But really, that's kind of all I've been up to in the last 24 or 48 hours.
Did you go to trivia tonight?
I did go to trivia tonight.
Hit me with one trivia that you either completely botched or you completely nailed.
It was the topic this week was what? It was literally very random. It was called parenting. So like they had 4 different categories, and it would be just like baby to 2-year-old, 2-year-old to 5-year-old. And I'm gonna be honest, I knew nothing. So yeah, I'm glad I was with
a single one, right?
No, the only one I got right was a bonus question that got us into 4th place. We didn't quite pass people, but it was I'm trying to think of how they worded the question, but basically it's what is a tradition when an Amish person gets to 16 that they go out and experience world things and they get to decide, whatever. And I was like, Rumspringa.
Yeah.
And they were like, how do you know that? And I'm like, it's from some movie that I watched when I was in high school. You remember that?
Like everybody knows that.
Is it from Accepted or what movie? Yes, exactly. Is it Accepted or is it a different movie?
It seems so commonplace if you just like know
yes,
that.
But that line that you are saying, right there is from a movie.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's probably how.
And it's like also be in a movie.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm thinking of it the way Sobi is saying it. It is screamed out in a movie, and I just yes, just like that. And I don't remember what it's from. I want to say it's Accepted, but I don't think it's right. Yeah, shout out, hit the DMs or comment on this post if you can tell me what movie that was from in the early to late mid 2000s.
Okay, question for you now. I have done some bar trivia in my day, not a lot, but some. But every time I've done it, isn't it almost astonishing at how smart some folks are at trivia or just like knowing?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it astonishing? You're like, how would you look at a table of people and then like nail an answer that you're like, you had no clue. And you're like, are you serious? Like, no.
Yeah, we have some family or some of Alyssa's family's friends or our friends now come and play with us as well. And I just think of Tammy. Like, I don't know how she just knows so many random things. So like all of a sudden they'll say it and I look up and I read it and I'm like, I got no idea. And she's just already writing it down. And I'm like, look at it. I'm like, that was not my guess, but okay. But then there's certain nights where like they get in certain topics. Like the one night, one of the topics was literally Minnesota fish. And they just like they just gave me the sheet and they just threw them up and I just wrote them down and we submitted it and moved on with their life.
Right? I've been waiting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Murdered.
But it was funny because like they'd pop up like, it's bar trivia, so they're not very specific. So like they pop up a crappie, it's a black crappie, and I'm like, well, this is a black crappie, but are you accepting just crappie?
Like, Bart's hyper analyzing it like,
but then they put up smallmouth bass and largemouth bass, so you had to do smallmouth or largemouth, and I was like, this is prejudice against crappies, dude. Like, but yeah, so there's some topics that pop up every once in a while. I normally help out a lot when it comes to sports, like fishing, outdoor activities, and all that stuff, and then random other things like 2000s music and stuff like that.
I bet you do murder in
TV shows, TV shows as well. Yeah, or like not current TV shows, but before. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, but yeah, that was fun. So went to trivia tonight, and then last night went to a movie. It was decent. There's not a lot of good movies out these days, man. I just mainly want a movie theater popcorn.
What'd you hit?
Be honest, I don't remember the name.
Was that good?
What was it about?
I want to say it was like Bad Counselors.
How did it end?
Just like any like rom-com type
general movie ending.
I just like any rom-com thing. The guy, the main the main character screwed up, then he made right, and then he got the girl, and then he moved on. Like,
classic.
Classic. But yeah, it was fine. It was a decent movie, but I was pumped about the movie theater popcorn. That's what I cared way more about.
Was it low-key a little fun to just be like walking to the theater again, dude? I feel like
dude, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Are you middle of the pack, front, all the way in the back?
Well, that's a great question.
I like to be like middle low because they have the reclining seats now. We're in the middle. I don't really care if I'm on a side or not. It doesn't really matter.
Did you order
There's not
beer?
really a bad seat anymore because they took out like, dude, do you remember back in the day when we were kids and you go into a movie theater and it was like you were in, like US Bank Stadium, like they had freaking seats and you're just log jam packed in there, and it would be packed on premiere nights. Now it's like each theater has, dude, they got to have like maybe 24 to 36 seats in there. Like, it's not very many seats, and they all have the recliners and everything, so that rocks, but just very different now.
Yeah. Dang.
I mean, Jake and I back in like right after COVID, Jake and I would go to a movie like every Tuesday. I feel like every theater around the Twin Cities, maybe it's around everywhere, but it's like $2 movie night or something. So every Tuesday we just go walk there and be like, sure. Watch a lot of shitty movies that I don't remember the names to, but it was more of just getting out of the house, sitting down and watching something. And some of them you're like, that was okay. Some of them are terrible. And some of them you're like, that was a pretty good movie, actually.
Damn.
I have not seen a movie in a long ass time in a theater, dude.
Yeah.
Like so long. Like
so long.
That's pretty nice. It's a nice thing to go do every once in a while.
Damn, dude. Yeah.
How about you, Rye? Where you been at last 24, 48 hours?
Dude, I'm hot off an absolute grinder.
Carlisle-esque.
Dude, some of the hardest bassin of all time has gone down this week, dude. And I just need a timeout. Like, I need to just go catch them.
Yeah. Dude, what were the water temps out there? Because Brock texted me where you guys were, and I was like, it might be 90-degree water there.
Yeah, so we had anywhere from 88 to 91 degree water.
Holy shit.
Boiling, dude. It's boiling.
Yeah, straight boiling.
Dude, those fish had to be like warm when you grabbed them. Like weirdly warm.
Give us a quick breakdown. This is Tourney Tuesday, you and Brock.
So Tourney Tuesday has been going well for the squad. We got straight team mode activated. And we're doing good, really good.
I will say I've been hyped that they've been posting the results and the standings weekly.
Isn't that cool?
I like check in. I'm like, oh, cool, nice, all right.
Yeah, wait till this shit's live, dude. This is gonna be like. But so yeah, this week was on just an absolute metro grease factory, dude, and yeah, we're in a situation now where we like have to convert, like we have to do good in these because we're at the top, dude. Like we're right there. And so me and Brock were like, we're gonna go and practice for this one, and we had like super limited time to do it, but we're like, we're gonna go. So this is a little outside of the 48-hour deal, but we went there on Sunday, dude, because it was supposed to be like whatever the hottest day, 97, and we're like,
I was gonna say that's when the heat index was like 110, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we were like, let's go when it's the hottest because that's what it's going to be closest to like what it's going to be on Derby Day. Yeah, and whatever. We're like, we got to figure out how to catch them when it's just shit, really. So we're like, we're just going to put our heads down and grind. Like we're going to hit everything that we know. We're going to explore. We're going to do all this stuff. And we fished, I think, legitimately every spot that I had a waypoint, even like an inkling about fishing in my life on that entire body of water. And it got dark on us and we never even caught a fish of like at all. We had one well, I don't even know. There was water movement near a frog that I casted and we decided to start there.
Like that is tough fishing, dude. And honestly, if we have any viewers from down south, I feel like they're probably like, welcome to our lives of like they fish lakes that are stingy and get a lot of pressure and just dirty south heat. Like, but in the Midwest, in Minnesota, you do not practice for a bass derb and get 0 bites. Like that does not happen if you know what you're doing. But
yeah,
that happens on some really stingy lakes sometimes by us.
And like, yeah, and like it's not like we've never been here before. Like we've been here, we've caught them here. Like it was just fishing that hard. And like we talked to a couple other people that were in the tournament about it, and they were like, dude, this is like really tough and like really bad. But of course, no one's like wants to tip their hand about like whether or not they're catching them or not, right? Because it's like obviously really tough. So we were playing some mind games out there on the weekend with some other folks trying to kind of whatever. But like we legit had 0 game plan. So we're like, all right, let's just start in that area. We like it's a fishy area. There's always seems to be some life around there. And the other thing was there was a ton of bait there, but there is like no fish, like actual fish anywhere. Like, dude, it was so brutal. And so we basically our practice was we got no bites, we caught no fish, nothing happened. And we covered a shit ton of water. Like I probably burned more gas on that lake on Sunday than I have like almost on probably any body of water that I've fished this year. Almost. Like, dude, It was so brutal. We were trying stuff that I never even considered before. Nothing was working. So then, so that's Sunday. Monday, we're just like, dude, I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do. So game day, we're like, screw it. We're going to start in that area. We're going to see what happens. And we had like not a great boat draw. Like, we're like, great. Like, this is just fantastic. And of course, it's hot as shit on Tuesday. We get there and like, dude, and the water is so green right now there. Like, so green. And
like, dyes your hands from reeling in braid green,
dude. Like the hull of my boat won't be the same.
This is how Brock described it. Brock was like, he put a straight black D-bomb in the water an inch, and he's like, it's gone.
Yeah, dude, for real, for real.
I was like, oh shoot.
And like, it was funny. We started throwing like white, but like white I've always done good on white there, but like we were throwing white because it was it's the only thing you could actually see. Like, we're just like, I don't know, if I throw it up there, at least I can kind of like see where my bait is. Dude. And so we're like, this is going to be a grinder. I hope to God that it's tough, like for everybody. Like, if it's going to be tough for us, fine. Like, I can live with that, but it better be tough for everybody then. You know what I mean? So, dude, we started in there and we're like, we're going to give this an hour solid. Like, we are just going to grind right here. And if nothing happens, we'll start making moves. But no matter what happens, like, we're sticking in this area for the first hour. And these tournaments are short. They're literally like 4 hours. So it's like you're giving up a pretty good amount of time to commit to something for that long. And so this one, like, it ends like right now in our season, it ends at 8:45 is like weigh in. And so we fish that, we fish everything that we even considered fishing. And then we explored some shit that I was definitely probably not even expecting to do that looked incredible. And we're like, oh my God, we're going to catch them right here. Absolutely didn't. So it's like it's probably 8 o'clock. We haven't had a bite. We haven't seen anyone catch a fish. We definitely haven't seen a fish. And we just pull into this, like, we were running from one spot to another spot. There was somebody where we wanted to go. So I just turn into a random shoreline, basically. And we sat down and we're like, let's just try this. I don't know. So we pull into this area where there is just some duckweed floating around. Like, not like there's weeds under it, not like it's matted. There's just general duckweed around. And we're just like fishing it, and it looks horrible. And we fished through this whole area, and now we're getting down to like the end. We have like, basically like 30 minutes left. And we're talking and we're like, dude, like, I just feel like where we started is where we need to be. Like, and we're both like, yeah, dude, like, I don't know. Cause you know, sometimes it goes down in that last like 20 minutes, especially on lakes like that. And we're like, maybe we should just be around there. Like, if it's going to happen, like literally one bite would save our ass right now. And we're fishing and we're both like, okay, gut check. We're going to go to that spot. So I whip the boat around and we're in too shallow water to like run out of. So I just put the trolling motor on 10 and just point it straight out to the middle of the lake. And we're just blasting out of this. And we're both just like, you know, just like sling one more cast because you're just like, whatever. And Brock's just like, oh, yeah, yup. And I'm like, shut up right now. Like, we're literally just trolling motor out into the middle of the lake. And we're just
on like 4.2 miles an hour on the good old Quest.
Yeah, and he just hucks the frog out into oblivion, and it just gets exploded.
Oh my God!
And like, I'm talking like Shamu, like, and we're like, oh God, dude, like, that's her, you know. And we get it in the boat, so we get it, and we're both like, holy shit! And it was like a good fish, and we're like, okay, maybe we should stay.
We just got a bite.
But also, it's like we're not on anything, dude. We are in the middle of nothing. And so I'm like, well, we can cast around here for a little while. And then so we like do that. And then like time's ticking away. And we're like, shit. Like, should we go up to that other spot? And then we were both like, dude, maybe we should go, even if it's just for 5 minutes. I think we should go run up to that spot. So we run to that other spot with like 7 minutes left in the tournament. We pull in there, we cast around, and like, I don't even know why we went there. We kept the trolling motor on 10. We casted like 20 times at nothing. And then we just ran back to the ramp. And so we had basically one fish for like 412. And we came in and we're like, well, like one fish might go a long way tonight kind of thing. Cause we're just thinking points, dude. We're like, oh God, like I hope we didn't just fall off the edge of the earth here. Cause like we needed like a solid finish in this one.
Well, and that place is capable of like freak bags and freak bags for a lot of people.
Like a couple weeks ago,
if you're
25
off and you, if you're off and you catch 1 4-pounder, you could take last and it could all be 14 to 25. Like it's just a place like that. And so you're just praying like, I really hope everybody saw.
Yeah. But also we're like, dude, for one, I'm like, no one was running around. Like no one was like we barely saw anybody.
That would honestly scare me more if nobody was running around. I'd be like, they're catching. Oh my gosh. That would have spooked me.
But like then the people that I actually saw during the tournament, like based on who it was and what they were fishing, I'm like, ain't no way they're on them. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you see, you're like, okay, if that's what they're doing, like it's not going good. And so we get in, and of course, you know, dock talk right away, everyone pulling into this thing. And like half the people are already on the trailer and gone. And I'm like, perfect. That's great. Like they didn't even stick around for the weigh-in. That's awesome. So me and Brock are like the last people to get on the trailer. Like we're just sitting around there. And I'm hearing like a little bit like we know somebody has a limit, and we're like, okay, we don't have that. Like I don't even care if they're 1-pounders. Like we ain't got that. And but then it's like everybody else is talking like how tough it was. A bunch of people that had 0, and we're like, okay, like we're on the board at least. And the one we have is like decent, you know. And like the most hyped you could be coming in with one fish, right?
Oh yeah, I bet you guys were hyped,
dude, straight up. And like the water was so like, Grant, it was a tournament, we fished it, whatever. I really don't like tournaments when the water's that hot. Like I just think like transporting fish around like sucks, and it's like stresses them out super bad. But like the one we caught was like in the last 30 minutes. So we had it, we waited, we let it go. But I'm like, dude, if you'd have caught them at the beginning, I'm like, keeping them alive would have been super hard. Like straight up. Like even if you had ice, dude, like 90+ degree water in your live well.
Hot water.
So I'm like, okay, well, it's all, you know, it is what it is now. So we weigh in. So I called Sam after this too, and I kind of told him the whole thing. But like basically the guys that were ahead of us in points, because like basically it's like us and them like neck and neck for like team of the year kind of thing. And they zeroed, dude. And we're like, and like I heard like doc talk that they didn't catch any fish, but you know, normally people, oh yeah, we didn't get them, and they're like 20p. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. But they actually zeroed. And I was like, shut up. And that because they were asking us when we were on the water, like we were still fishing, and we idled by them, and they're like, how many you got? And then we're like, oh, I don't know how many you got kind of thing. And they're like, yeah, we don't have any. And we're like, okay, sure. We got one. Right. And like, I thought they were totally bullshit, and we got in and they actually had 0. So I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And then, so yeah, dude, out of the whole thing, only 7 teams even caught a fish.
Wow.
And we got 5th with 1 bite. Literally, yes. Dude, like straight up. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, if we would have caught another fish of any size, we probably would have got a check.
That's brutal.
It was wild. Straight up, like those 2 days on that lake was some of the most ass kicking bass fishing that I've done in a very long time, because it was like over 100.
20-pound win? Didn't 20p win?
Like 18.5 won. And then, but that was the only limit. And they only caught 5 fish, or they only had 5 bites the whole night. They caught all 5. And then that was it. And they were in like piss shallow, like just grease. And I don't think barely fished 100 yards like of that all night. And they freaking
I wouldn't have either.
I was pumped for them though. Like they're good guys, and like it was sweet that they got the dub on that one. And
it was their first dub too, I think.
It was. I think so. I don't know, but
it was Simon Kyer. Adam.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
And
they got the dub. and like actually a good bag for there too. So, but yeah, it was like they were the only limit. So second place only had 3 fish, and then it just went down from there. So, yeah, wow, brutal, dude. I've sweated more in the past week than I have in a very long time, and it's
been freaking hot.
Not good.
Hot. It's been hot.
Just like, hot, dude.
It's been hot.
And I don't know what those fish are doing, man. On that lake, good luck. It's
been hot.
Well, the good news is we're supposed to get a bunch of rain on Thursday, so that'll cool everything down.
And it looks needed. Like a bunch next week too.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
at least that's what it says, but we'll see. But yeah, dude, and like water's low, dude, like low and hot.
Yeah, we need some rain and moving water. But yeah, that's cool. Like I said, I haven't gotten to catch up on any of the Tourney Tuesday stories, but I've been watching all the points when they get posted, and I'm always like, oh, nice.
Well, we're right there, dude. We're 1 point back right now.
One thing that is cool is I got a text from our frenemy, Paul Roush, and he has updated the traveling trophy for Tourney Tuesday. And he has a plaque on there from 2021 that says Sam Sobi and Adam Bartusek.
Oh, really? I'm on it?
He updated it, dude. Like,
shit. I didn't think that would ever happen. I remember we won that year.
Huge shout out.
We were so proud of that, too, because the only dudes that won it for like 10 years were Paul and Joel. That was literally it. Flex. Nobody else won it.
He legit brought it to, I think, a trophy shop and had it updated. And I think he was sending me this text as kind of like, yo, I did this. This is cool, but also a flex. It's like 2017, Paul and Steve. 2018, Paul and Steve. 2019, Paul and Steve. 2020, Paul and Steve. 2021, Sobi and Bart. 2022, Paul and Steve. 2023, Mike and Mark. 2024, Paul and Steve. 2025, Paul and Steve. And I was like, thank you for updating that.
Thank you.
Like, and honestly, I'm glad he spent some money to update it. If there's anybody who needed updated, it's definitely him. He's one of them.
Yeah, Paul owes.
Taking enough of our punks money.
But I think he was pumped because he got second yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, dude, it's been a while, you know."
Dude, I will say
it's been like 3 weeks.
yeah.
He shot me a text today, and he's like, "I'm just saying, if me and Steve win out, and you and Schroeder's get like middle of the pack, like we're gonna win." Like that's what he said. I'm like, dude, that's
calm down.
So scary.
But he also rips those off like that all of a sudden.
Absolutely. Dude.
I know. You can go on a heater at any moment. But dude, we're hot right now. And like surviving this one was huge.
We are currently in second place for team of the year. And we are 1 point behind the infamous Schroeders. And if you guys know anything about like a traveling league, it's kind of golf points. So if you get first place, you get 1 point. If you get second place, you get 2 points. If you get 10th place, you get 10 points. If you get 15th place, you get 15 points. Like the team with the lowest amount of numbers at the end of the year is your team of the year. And it's crazy how much it fluctuates throughout the season. So consistency is a thing. So for you boys to pop that one bass and make it back to weigh-ins and weigh that mother sucker in was huge. Nicely done. Huge.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about the way the points work with this is you do get to drop your lowest one, and that's where the total big swings come in, because it's like everyone's got this like one tournament they did really bad in that they're like, okay, yeah, whatever, no big deal, that's our drop. But if you shit the bed in a second one, dude, it changes everything.
Yep.
Like right so fast. So yeah, we got 2 tournaments to go, dude. Like we're right down to the end here, and we're chomping at them, dude. We're
Can't
right
believe
there.
It's almost an Tourney Tuesdays,
dude. Yeah. Doesn't that like? And that's what kind of got me going too when we were talking about earlier of like how summer goes by fast. I'm like, what? Like I don't know. It's just like what? How?
I'm excited. I still got a bunch of tournaments left, so I'm hyped on that it's not ending soon. Yeah. But yeah, it goes so fast.
But for real though, for like I know people watch your Tourney Tuesday series on YouTube and everything. But like for people that watch this or are just hearing about this now, like this is a very just small local club league thing, but it is so competitive, dude.
It is, dude.
Like this is one of these like it's a bunch of like people just having fun, but there's a handful of teams in this that are out for blood every week, dude.
Sweet, you can bet.
So good.
They're good too. Like they just they
and we are not fishing like premier lakes, let me tell you. Like these are grinders most of the time.
They are, dude, especially in 2026.
Unreal. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, I'm coming off of that. I got some stuff going on tomorrow that I think should let me set the hook a little bit more though. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah, you need it. You need it. You need to go bend it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go dabble a little bit.
Ryan's like, I fished this lake for 2 days and I didn't get a bite. Like, I need to go bend that hook, dude.
So yeah, I'm fishing mad at him. Let me tell you.
There you go.
Dang. But anyways, all right. I know there's been a lot of stuff going on outside of the last 24 to 48 hours too. So I know, Barty boy, you're probably chomping at the bit on this one. So I'll let you hang onto this one first. Where you want to go with this?
Honestly, dude, I've been doing so much stuff that we could talk for like 6 hours. So we don't need to do that. We can talk about and I got a bunch of videos coming out of a bunch of it too. So that's the good thing. I was just thinking though, because you were like, I got to go set the hook mad at him, and suddenly it dawned in my head, I don't think I've caught a largemouth bass in the last 33 days. I think the only thing I've caught is smallmouth bass. Dang. I actually don't remember the last largemouth I caught. It might have been at La Hamadou in mid-June.
Dude, I feel like I'm at an opposite itch of you right now. Like I'm really itching to go catch a smallmouth, and you're probably like actually itching to like go pound a largie.
Honestly, no. It's been a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of like. It's just I've been lucky this summer. I've gotten to hop around like literally some of the best smallmouth fisheries like in the country and across North America. So it's been a lot of fun. I just am working on now. I have so at the end of July when I was gone, me and Dane, I'll talk about it here because videos will be coming out and hopefully people want to watch them. Me and Dane went to Escanaba. So I was out on Bay de Noc for 4 or 5 days, right before the 4th. That was awesome. Super cool, super fun.
What's it like there in general? Like the lake, the land, the area, like what is it like?
Beautiful. And the water's insanely clear. Like insane. And it's like, I feel like it's different than Sturgeon Bay in the sense of like when you're at Sturgeon Bay, like you're always ducking into these little bays and coves and everything. And then, you can fish the big water too, but also when you're there in like the spring, no trees are up. It's not summer or anything like that. So it was really cool going there in the summer. And it's like peak green, blue, the bluest water you've ever seen in your life. Gorgeous. So yeah, we went up there, caught a pile of fish, got some really, really cool videos, catching some like really shallow Great Lakes fish, like tripling up on 4-pounders. It was a lot of fun. So super excited about that. Got to explore a bunch of stuff around there and kind of in the UP in general right before the 4th. I'm trying to think if there's anything crazy about that trip other than that was like the other really ridiculously hot stint. Okay. You guys will like this. So one story from that trip. So I'm out there with Dane Veselka. For people that don't know, Dane owns a Champions Tour and then Veselka Fishing and Customs rod company. So Dane makes a bunch of different rods. A lot of them are like, he makes some really good smallmouth rods, especially the hair jig rod. And so we get to this resort we're staying at, and we're like, the owner comes out and he's chatting with us. It's these super cool little lodges just right on Little Bay de Noc. And we're chatting with him, getting ready to go out fishing because, we've both been busy. So we were just rigging up some rods in the morning before we head out. And he comes over. He's talking to us about how Skeet Reese has stayed there and some other guys have stayed there a bunch, and they come up every year and all that. And Dane was telling him how he builds rods, and he's like, yeah, man, like, I got a really good buddy. He builds a bunch of rods. He comes up here all the time. God, I'm going to have to remember the name of his rod company or something like that. And we're like, oh, that's fine. You know, we'll be back later, you know, no worries. And he's like, yeah, God, I just got to think on it or whatever. So I think we like get back later and he's just chatting with us. And he's like, oh yeah, I thought of it. You'll have to check him out sometimes. His name's Gary. And Dane looks at him and he's like, Gary. He's like, yeah, Loomis, Gary Loomis. Have you heard of him? And Dane's like, have I heard of Gary Loomis? Yeah. You mean like,
it's like, yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out, I guess. He's like, yeah, he owned a rod company before and then he sold it and he started a new one. And, you know, he makes his own blanks and like was explaining the whole thing. And we're like, holy shit, this guy's friends with Gary Loomis. Like the dude who made like, I mean, he makes it insane, yeah, like some of the best
for like the whole industry,
like everything, yeah, like all the blanks and everything. So he was telling us some stories and all that. So, but that was interesting just to have that dropped on. You know, my buddy Gary Loomis. We're like,
yeah, no, I think he makes some fishing poles.
Yeah, have heard of him? Don't know him.
Poles.
So we got home from that. Finishing up editing all those videos. Those will be out soon and they're super cool, really fun. I think people will like them. And then when I was on the pod last, Boots and I went up to, well, first I went to Mille Lacs. I practiced for about 5 hours for a tournament that was going to be in a week and a half. So if you call that practice, even, I basically just dumped my boat around, ran around, saw if I could catch 20 pounds in 4 hours. I did. And I said, okay, cool. If worst case scenario hits, maybe we can do that. Then I ran up north to Rainy Lake. And that's when the other 100-degree stint came through before this one. So then me, Voigt, Wilson, we all stayed at a cabin on the Canadian. Obviously, you're on the Canadian side, but on the lake. So we stayed there for 4 or 5 days of practice. That was my first time fishing Rainy or having a boat up in Canada and stuff. Crazy cool place. I mean, stupid beautiful. Like, it was Sobi. Have you ever fished up there?
No, dude. Everybody's told me it's like you have to. Like it's bucket.
Yeah, it's so cool, and like also like it's got to be some of the easiest walleye fishing I've ever experienced in my life. Like, it was not difficult to catch walleyes, especially big walleyes too. But yeah, so we spent 5 days up there practicing, filmed the whole thing there too. So that'll be coming out soon. And then we moved to town, fished the Fort Francis. So that was, I think when I was last on chatting with you guys was right after day one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So we weighed like 16 something pounds and we had kind of had dude, so the lake's so big and you're just trying to see these bays and all the bays are like the size of a giant lake around home. Like they're all the size of Gull Lake or whatever. And you're trying to just see as much of the lake as you can, or this flat you want to look at. And you like have to basically put a timer on and be like, I'll be here for 2.5 hours. Then I got to move on. And if I find something, I'll explore more of it on tournament day. So day one, I only fished in sub 7 feet of water for 3 hours in practice. I basically spent the whole time looking for smelt, Cisco, suspended fish, and I never really found anything very good. So day one, we ran to Voigt, spent a bunch of time looking at cabbage and like the way backs of places. Day one, we went to a couple of his spots and they had moved, which that happens a ton on Rainy Lake. You'll hear from people, just fisher. There's so much structure and bait. They just pull in, they pull out. Like they're constantly moving. We pulled up to that one of the stretches I had fished. We loaded the boat pretty quick and then went and fished one of his really quick, caught another like 3 3/4, got up to 16 something. And then at that point, we're like, okay, let's go run like 10 spots we caught a decent fish on in practice and see if there's more or not. And we'll just work our way back, and just kind of ended up eliminating a lot of water or learning about a lot more water after day one. So then day 2, when we were going out, we were like, okay, I think we can weigh like a bigger bag, and caught over 17 fairly quickly. And like, dude, almost all on a shower blow, like top water, like cannonball, like imagine a bowling ball dropping from the sky and just, and it was so much fun. And, especially too, like they'd miss it and you like get to play the game with them, you know, like, and then they like miss it, get them fired up. So yeah, we weighed that, moved up into 20 something. We were like right next to Gussie. And then last day went out and we pulled into that area, and I was like, yeah, it should replenish. It has every day. And we went through it and didn't get one bite. And I was like, oh no. It was like, okay, we're gonna have to figure something out. Ended up catching like 15 and a half or 16 to finish. I think we finished 29th out of like 130, 120.
That's awesome, dude. That's an awesome finish. That's a phenomenal finish.
It went really good. So like there's a bunch of awesome video of it, like top water explosions, crazy stuff. But one thing I'll tell you guys about that. So I lost a scoping rod when I was up there, and I have a video of it. I'll send it to you guys real quick right now. Here, Pink, maybe talk about onyx fish real quick while I find this, because this is actually important to this story.
Okay. For people that aren't going to Rainy Lake, where the fishing is super easy and you can catch a zillion walleyes, our partners at Onyx Fish have given you the ultimate platform to find your own walleye factory in your own backyard. We all use Onyx Fish to find brand new lakes all the time. And let me tell you, it is straight up. I know we've mentioned this before. We're going to mention it a million more times, but this is the best place to find fisheries data that you could ever imagine. It's compiled in like a searchable format, so you can literally search with a map. You want to find new musky lakes. You want to find high abundance musky lakes. Search it. Boom. Show me every single lake within 100 miles of here that has high abundance of muskies. It will show up on your phone. So whether you have Apple, Android, download it, get on Onyx Fish. Whether you're just poking around for new lakes or you have a bunch of lakes you already love, this app will take your fishing game to the next level. It cuts the learning curve by a lot. I know people spend hours and hours and hours on the water trying to learn maybe one lake. This will allow you to find all these lakes without ever even launching your boat. So highly recommend it. I know all the boys use it. All of our buddies use it. Everybody's getting on Onyx Fish. If you're not on this, get on it. It's sick. Get on Onyx Fish. They're huge.
Shout out Onyx Fish. Thank you.
Shout out. Okay, continuing talking about Rainy. So I sent this. I saw Sobi watched it and he saw what happened. So we're on day 3. There's there's like 10 minutes left in the tournament, and you're rifling through rods, and I just keep throwing this top water because the bites had been progressively going downhill on it, but they were always big. So I was like, I might as well keep throwing this, and Void will keep catching other fish. He had just caught like a 3.5 pounder out the back of the boat on an A-rig, and we're going down the edge of this flat with like 10 minutes left. And whenever I see something on forward, I have a minnow that I just have hanging next to me. They'll grab and wing at it. Something I learned about Rainy and those fishes, I've never seen fish move as fast as these fish do on forward-facing sonar, dude. They look like, imagine a lake trout when it engages with your bait ice fishing. That's like these fish just 24/7 chasing bait, man. Like you just see them, and if you don't get something on them immediately, they're gone. So it's like you just got to be ready. So I got it's a smelt nader with like a 4-inch jerk shad hanging over the side of the boat, and it is literally in the water 2 inches because I just reach over, grab it, chuck it, and we're just going down this edge. And like the video shows I showed you guys, I'm just fishing, and all of a sudden my rod just ejects out of the boat. And Voigt goes and tries to grab it. And as he goes down to grab it, because this rod is going straight down, a little 1-pounder jumps right next to his face with my bait in its mouth, hits the water, storms off. And I turn around with ML2 and I try to find it. This fucker is gone. And he just grabbed it and just yanked the whole thing in. And I was like, oh my God, there goes $250, $300 rod, and it had a Vanford on it. So it's like a $300 reel too. Like, that sucks. So we get into weigh-in.
You weren't built for trolling, dude.
No, I was not built for trolling. Yeah, 2 inches under the water. And so we get into weigh-in, and I'm chatting with Gussie. I was like, dude, I lost a freaking rod today. And he looks at me, he's like, I did too. I was like, what? He's like, me and JP got in some little frenzy, and he had a brand new NRX Plus with it was either a Stella or whatever that other reel they had that starts with an E on it. It's like $1,000 rod and almost $1,000 reel. And he was like, I just spooled it up a week ago, dude, like for this tournament, and it's gone. He's like, one of them must have grabbed it in the flurry. Well, he posted the video on his Instagram right after. You guys could watch it.
I saw that one. Yeah.
It was 100% his fault. He filtered through like a 10-incher and without looking, just chucked it behind him.
Yeah. And
it hit the tip of his rod and it just goes boop, just straight in, just gone forever.
But somebody found it.
Yeah. So somebody found it. So I was debating, looking at my map and seeing if I could post and be like, yo, you want to look for one over here? But mine actually a fish grab. So I don't think it's very close to there anymore.
Yours is funny because it just shoots out.
It's just got, dude, it ejected.
That's why I'm watching. I'm like, wait, what happened? And then I read back and slowed it down. I'm like, oh, it just goes. I'm surprised you guys reacted that fast. It just shunk.
Yeah, it was so fast. And now I understand how guys up there, dude, back in the day, they just hold a freaking jig head with a plastic 4 feet under their boat and drift around out in the middle on those reefs, and they just come up and grab it because they're always looking up. And you see that when you see it on forward, dude. They are just looking. That's why topwater is so good all the time. And yeah, even in practice, guys would, because they have different line rules and everything up there, right? So guys will, I don't know if this is old school or they do it now, but you can tow, they'll tow a fluke behind their boat with no hooks on it. 20, 40, 50 feet behind your boat, and you just check back every once in a while and you'll see one grab it, or a school come up and just start following it. They're like, what is that? And they get curious, so you can find them that way because they're hiding in the rocks and everything, or towing hair jigs. Guys do that a lot too, because there's no rules against trolling in their tournaments. Yeah. You could troll if you wanted to. So, yeah. Anyways, got to fish that. That was crazy going to a weigh-in, dude. Day 3, they have the tent ride. Being in a community where there's thousands of people there that are just about it and hyped and ready to just get, dude, those kids that is their Super Bowl, man. They're getting candy just hucked at them, pool noodles, you name it, everything flying out from boats. And just smallmouth getting raised up and getting weighed in. So it was super cool.
So what ended up winning? What was the total weight of the winner?
Ian Water and God, I wish I knew how to say his name. I think it's Mote. They won, I think this is their 4th in 5 years. And they won, they're frostbite dudes. They're friends with Weeb and everything. Absolutely insane anglers, obviously. And they won with 63 something. They broke the all-time record this year. They broke the all-time 3-day record and the 1-day bag record. They weighed in, it might have been 23.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah. And to give people an idea here, if you catch 20 on Rainy Lake, that, you did something, dude. It's very, very, very hard to do. There's maybe 2 bags a day that come in over 20.
Wow. But like a lot in that 15 to 17 pound range, right?
Yeah, like what we weighed 16 and we were in 40 something day one, and there was a ton of 15 to 16s.
Yeah.
The hard part's being consistent with your like 16 to 17s.
Right.
Because they'll just vacate and move. But yeah, there's just when you get into them, there's so many fish and they're so aggressive. So it's just a lot of fun. Super fun time there. Right after that, drove to Grand Rapids, dropped off my boat and slept for like 3.5 hours. Then drove to Lake Mille Lacs for that tournament I talked about earlier. Ollie had practiced for like, 3 days for it. And then before the off limits, he was out there a bit too. So he was hyped up. He thought we could catch 24 to 27. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's do it. And we rolled out in the morning. And dude, it's so fun fishing with Ollie because he's 18 years old, heading to college to fish collegiately. He's got a scholarship to go do that down in, I think it's Tennessee, Carson Newman. And so he's like about it, he's got like the hardcore jitters in the morning. And when you've fished a ton, I feel like sometimes you kind of lose a little bit of that. So fishing with someone who's so about it, you're like, all right, let's go do this. And that morning it was blowing like 11 to 15 out of the southwest, and we were going out of nitties. So it wasn't exactly calm, but it wasn't terrible. Yeah. And we were boat like 4, and he was all hyped up to get across the lake. And we went 30 to 45 the whole way across the lake. And I turned around and always an excellent boat driver because we never stuffed one. It wasn't crazy. Like he was giving it, but it was nothing bad. I turned around like halfway across the lake and I was like, dude, there isn't a guy within 3 miles of us right now. They're all nose up, taking it easy. And I like nudged Ollie. I'm like, hey, you won. Like, we're good. But by that far, we were so far past the waves, he just pinned it and we flew over everything. We fished for like 10 minutes over there before anyone else even showed up. But dude, it was funny. We went through like all this stuff he found in practice, and dude, we got on some spots that had like schools, big schools, and they would not bite anything. I'm talking, you throw the weirdest JDM little dice bait, the weirdest little freaking thing, the biggest minnow, crankbait. Like I threw a drop shot down there with a long leader and just sat there letting it sit. They wouldn't even they'd maybe acknowledge it and go back. It was super weird. I don't know what was going on. But all of a sudden it's like, and we had taken second at the first one. All of a sudden it's 12:30. We have 2 fish for maybe 5 pounds on Mille Lacs. We have like a 292, and I think one that he just threw on the scale just to plug it in, but I don't even know if it was 2 pounds. It was like low 2. And Ollie looks at me and we go up to another spot. He just looks at me and he goes, you got any ideas? Because it's like this ain't it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't think it really is either, but I was hoping they would turn on and they just didn't. So I told him, I'm like, hey, I was here 9 days ago and I caught a couple doing this. Let's just go run around and see if we can run into some. So we just started just burning spots, trying to find a pattern in like 2.5 hours. We pulled up to a spot and just looked around with ML2, and all of a sudden I saw one, but it just came out from a rock. So it was like 10 feet from the boat. And he was like, oh, I'm like, oh, just pitch at it. And he dropped down right below the boat and just, in like 9 feet of water. He was like, holy shit, it bit. I was like, cool. That's a good sign. Normally they don't do that. I was like, well, if there was one here, there might be one here. So we hopped to another spot, move around a little bit. I catch like a 3 3/4. He's just fan casting, catches like an almost 5. And I'm like, okay, like we're starting to do a little something here.
What was he throwing? Was he blind minnowing?
He was just blind minnowing. Yep, just chucking a minnow blind. And then I like pan over, and all of a sudden I see like dot, 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 dot. big ones. So I spin around, catch like a 2.5 or whatever, throw it back to him. School blows up. So we're like, oh, that was interesting. Go check a couple other spots that kind of look the same, but the wind's not hitting them the same. The current's not hitting them the same. You know what I mean? But like, you're kind of just checking to make sure you know what to run. We go run back there. They stacked up again, catch like a 3 3/4, 2 3 3/4 or whatever. All of a sudden we're at 20 pounds and we had, 5 pounds a little bit ago, and hop to another spot, catch another one. Then Ollie looks at me and he's like, dude, if they're on this, like, I've never fished this time of year, but this could be good. We go roll over there. He puts the trolling motor down. It literally goes forward. He goes, there's one, casts, sets the hook like 4.5. I net it. He goes back to cull. I go stand up front. There's 2 boulders in front of us with just 1 orb. And I'm like, nice. That's convenient. I chuck over this rock and like 30 of them come out. And I'm like, I don't know if you've ever been over boulders where you're shaking a minnow and there's so many fish swarming your bait. You're just like does one have it? And there's so many of them, like grabbing the tail, throwing it, spitting it, whatever. You're just trying to wait for one to grab it and just load your rod. I load up on a 4-pounder, go to the back, throw it in. And for the last like 45 minutes, we just start, pistol whipping them and just going around these areas and running pattern. And so all of a sudden we're in the waves at this point. So it's super hard to judge your weight on your scale. And he's like, I think we're over 23, but I can't really tell because we're bobbing up and down so much. So I'm like, whatever, dude, we just salvaged a lot of points. Let's go make our way back to Nitty's. And we get back with like 5, maybe 10 minutes early. And it was kind of cool watching Ollie because he just looks at his map. He's like, do you want to fish still? I'm like, we can make a few casts. And he just looks at his map and he goes, this looks just like we were fishing. I was like, yeah. And we go whip in and he makes 1 cast, 4 1/4. Go call out a 4, I think like a 4 even. We had to upgrade, go and peel in. Ended up taking 5th. And we caught literally our whole bag in like 2 hours at the end after having nothing. But it was super fun because, I didn't really get a practice and Ollie did. But then by like 5 hours in, we were like, this ain't it, dude. And just went fishing. And went really cool. It's really fun fishing with Ollie, man. He's just, when he gets around him, he's a vacuum, man. He just brings him in. It's crazy.
Damn, that's cool. And it's just cool, like, that is just like the epitome of tournament bass fishing, is literally like having a plan and then being like, we have to throw it out the window. And you do. And like, it seems like 50% of the time it works, 50% of the time it doesn't. But when it does, that's got to be a goddamn good feeling when you're just like, we didn't know we were going to fish here and this is how it was going to go. And then it actually goes.
Well, dude, I just attribute it to like, I've been fishing so much this summer. And at that point, I'd been fishing for smallmouth on different bodies of water for like 3 weeks. So you just look at a contour and it's like, I don't know, I've never fished here before, but if it has the right rock, they'll be here and I'll know in 5 minutes.
That's sick.
So you just go pull tuned in. Yeah. And that's what it was, dude. Just felt pretty tuned in. So you just go, put your trolling motor down, start fishing. There's no bait around. You're like, well, there's nothing. You pull up, you run to the next spot. And it's not like running around fishing boulders, fishing spots or whatever. You're just fishing patterns and fishing free. So yeah, that was fun. Now we're actually tied for the lead in team of the year for team
really
right now. Yeah, with Leitner. And got Vermilion next, like the 3rd week of August. So that should be fun.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Hyped about that. And then right after that, I went up and filmed the Champions Tour on Pekegama. And then I got to come home and sleep. And that was nice.
Did they whack the shit out of him up there?
No, the bite was okay. So the bite was really tough. Newman gave him a wicked split. Have you been to Pekegama, Sobi?
No.
Well,
yes, I actually have. Yes, but I don't know it that well.
Okay, so we went the bite got really tough, and they opened up a bunch of the river, but Newman was like, well, how about we make him go to the river? So he basically made the morning like Lake Pekegama, and then the afternoon he drew a line at the point in front of Tioga, or wherever the lake opens up when you drive down from Tioga. He drew a line across, and you had the two bays, and then, dude, you had like 20 miles of Mississippi River. And it was super cool in the second half. I've never been up there, but me and Newman ran up a ways, and we didn't quite get to like the end of it, but we're running by boats every once in a while, and it's just rice as far as you can see. And it ended up, Peischer ended up winning it way up the river in the second half. So it was cool because you got the storylines and everything, because guys got, I mean, it was who stayed and then who ran. Like, it was like a 30-minute boat ride to get up to some of that stuff, dude. Like doing 40, 50 miles an hour in the headwaters of the Mississippi, basically. I mean, not really, but it's the whole thing's like 12 feet deep.
But it seemed kind of like a largemouth fest from what I gather.
Yeah, like some guys caught smallies, but man, dude, those smallies now, like, they're smelt chasers and perch chasers, but with forward-facing sonar, they have gotten conditional and smart. So they are very hard to catch. So like Ron cracked them in the morning, but it turned into a kind of a largey fish, which I feel like every time we go to Pekegama for Champions Tour, that ends up happening. Like people, that place, if you were to get there and the first day of practice you had the event, it would probably take double the weight at what it does tournament day. Those fish shut down big time quickly when they get pressured. Like they get the game quick. It feels like compared to other bodies of water.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. So that was a super cool event. Got to see that differently. Came home and yeah, man, now we're I have to look at my thing. Yeah, now we're went to a wedding, and then now we're going to Mille Lacs this weekend, which is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like just how those guys catch them opposed to like your tournament that you had there. Like it'll just be fun from your perspective, even capturing it, just to see how it goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I got a pretty good idea. I'm not a Mille Lacs savant, man. I've done too well there. I've done well there in 2 events. I've fished 2 tournaments there, but I feel like everybody you talk to Mille Lacs, they're like, I got this boulder, I got this 6 spot, or when they load up here, when they do this. I don't even think I have a spot on that lake. I just go fish, and you just run into 23 to 26 pounds.
But it'll be interesting because this is not run into 23, 26 pounds. This is every fish counts. So guys could be doing different things that are just interesting,
Or like numbers game stuff.
It's a numbers game.
That'll be interesting because I am writing the preview article right now, but I was talking to Josh Douglas today, and he said that there's some huge algae blooms going out there right now because it's been so hot. So the water's really stirred up, and like the blooms are moving based on the wind, basically. And he said that since it's the dog days of summer, he's thought like long and hard about like, man, if I were to fish a 5 fish compared to every fish out here, like how would you attack it compared to each other? And he said he believes this event compared to any other at any other time of year out there, he thinks your best thing to do is just go target big fish. Because he said the bite is so hard, and it is so hard to get on numbers of them now that you're
not going to catch as many anyway. So they might as
well. Yeah, is this a like? Is that like, what Josh
you're going to catch? You're going to catch 20 to 30 fish regardless on a good day. So you might as well make sure they're 4.5 to 5.5 pounds.
But like, is this a tough time of year for Mille Lacs? Like right now, like
dude, it's dog days. Yeah, dog days, and they've been pressured so much, man.
Yeah,
there's people fishing them all the time. They're smart. They've seen every Sakamata. They've seen every freeloader. They've seen every minnow. They don't get fooled.
Yeah. Damn.
They're very situational. And like I said, even in the afternoon of our tournament, I don't know if it was that we got on fresh biting fish or if a bite window turned on or what it was. But they got way easier to catch. And I don't know if it was a section of the lake or just all of a sudden they started biting.
Yeah.
But it sounded like from a lot of the field, like a lot of the guys said that the morning was really bad until like 1 o'clock. And then they just start biting. So that's what'll be really interesting out there, I think, for this event in the middle of the summer is I think there's like very definitive bite windows on Mille Lacs in the summer. And you could really see that on the real live well at.
Sure,
where
because
like,
it's going to start popping off. Yeah.
Where like guys will catch some right away in the morning and then it's just dead.
Yeah. But at least from your, because like, since you're not like fishing it, like you just get to be kind of like watch it happen is kind of a nice, like, I don't know. You get to kind of like analyze it more because anglers are like, they're not paying attention to it like as right. You're still fishing. But I know since you guys are like capturing the whole thing, like you're going to be like, okay, what's happening? You know what I mean?
Well, and you can tell watching the app when a bite window is opening.
Yeah.
Because like it'll just be like dead stagnant. And Sobi, you probably remember that from fishing the Champions Tour. There'll be like an hour or two where you're like, I don't think there's been a bass caught on this body of water in the last hour.
Nobody's like, that's what's so weird. Like no one's catching. You could be not catching and not go down in spots. And you're like, what?
And then all of a sudden you'll just see like boop, 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 boop. And then it's just like floodgates open. Like everybody just starts catching them. So you kind of get a good perspective on it. I'm really excited for it. These events are so fun to cover, like on Mille Lacs or like when they go to Big Stone, because they're big, dude. So it's not like, you know, sometimes when you get on La Hamadou or Whitefish where it's 1 to 2 pounders, catch a bunch of them. And then, I caught a 4-pounder. This is like, they catch a 2 and they're like, what? They're just used to catching 4 or 5, and you get to film big fish. So more drama, more excitement. It'll be cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Then I get a lodge with B-Rock. We got the state tournament on La Hamadou next week.
Oh, that's next week.
Yeah, dude. So
what day is that on?
B-Rock makes his annual appearance
Tuesday.
to the Minnesota tournament scene outside of Tourney Tuesday. He's hyped.
That's next week, Tuesday?
It starts so Tuesday's the off day. We have to be there for meetings, but then it's Wednesday through Friday.
When are you going to go practice?
Wow. I'm because I got to be at Mille Lacs to film Saturday by like 5. So I'm thinking Saturday morning, I'm going to rip out there for like 5 or 6 hours. Park my boat, drive to Mille Lacs, and then I'll be back for all day Monday.
Nice.
I really hope I would be very happy if it's cloudy and storming for a lot of that tournament.
Yeah.
It would make me very happy. I think it will play in my favor, but
it's a fun lake though.
Hella fish. I just hope it rains, man, compared to when we were there in June. Because water was low then, and I don't think it is. I don't think it has gone up. I think it has only gone down.
Don't dump into Geneva.
I will dump into Geneva because I can make it through that culvert.
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I think the sand flat in front of Victoria is going to be like 2 inches of water because you could barely. I mean, I think only like 10 of our boats could get through it in team trail. That's how low it was. And if it's been drier, I don't even think you're going to be able to get in there. And then like, it's already hard to go through like Darling and Little Darling and all that. Like
it's going to be, if it's low water there, that's going to be weird.
It's just hard to get around.
Yeah.
It's all sand. There's nothing really to hit, but it's just annoying. But yeah, that'll be cool. Anyways, we can talk about other stuff.
Well, that was, I mean, I know you've been gone for a while, but you've been busy, dude. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, and dude, there's so many stories and all that. Like, I think in total, I will have 8 videos coming out in the next probably 6 weeks.
Nice.
And they'll be sick. And like the Fort Francis shit is nuts, man. Like Boots fucking crushed it. So we got all the GoPros, all the DJIs, multiple boats, big camera, interviews. Like it's going to be really cool. I'm excited.
I'm excited to see that one specifically just because it's such a unique tournament. Like, that'll be sick.
It'll make you want to go fish some of the Canadian events.
Damn.
Probably.
Also, 80% of the field is Lund boats.
Yeah, nice.
Whether it be a tiller, whatever. Dude, I was running like 30 miles every morning, and I'd pass the same 3 tillers heading up there. And then on the way in, I'd pass the same 3 tillers heading back, and we'd all meet up at way in. 2 of them beat us. They're
Nation lives up there.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. They're just, you have a boat, you fish that tournament. It was cool.
Hell right.
All right. I think our next section of the pod, do we have time for what in the world's going on, or do we not?
Yeah, we do, dude.
We could hit a couple quick ones. Yeah.
Hit some quick. Hit some quick ones. We got more stuff to do.
All right. I got one quick hitter on this one. So this one's interesting just because it's some like a social media thing, but I know like we talk on, this has been a while, like this was probably more in the fall, like we talked about some of this, like it's like hunting stuff, but some of these like whatever game and fish agencies that are like busting people using social media, that kind of thing, like getting some of these guys that are posting weird stuff. But there was a big one recently, and I guess this happened like I think in the fall actually, and then there was a whole bunch of like legal stuff associated with it, but all the information really just came out about it like very recently, like within the past week or so, that there was a YouTube channel called King Creek Kings. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, Creek Kings. That was their YouTube channel or whatever. So these guys had like a pretty big presence in like the hunting, space. A lot of like whitetail hunting in like urban, kind of like Sobi. Bart, you've probably seen Seek One, right? Like they're like
I've watched that. I've watched a ton of Seek.
They're like the top. Like
I've watched a ton of Seek One stuff. Yeah, they make
the top dogs kind of in that space, right? Of this like urban hunting, whatever. But like these guys were kind of, doing similar type of content to that, like hunting these deer. And this was in Ohio. But basically, sounds like they got busted for, it was like over 20 counts of basically like poaching deer in places. Most of them were in like I think it was like a county park, places where you couldn't hunt. They didn't have permission, like all this stuff. So they had over like 20 counts of shooting these deer in places where it wasn't legal to even hunt. And this is what they were posting on their YouTube channel. All these videos, all this stuff, all the content they were making was in like places where it wasn't even legal to hunt. And they had built like, I think their YouTube channel spanned like a 5-year. There was like a 5-year time frame of when they kind of like, launched to doing all this stuff. And like they were doing podcasts and stuff, like talking about like their strategies, all this stuff. And like it all comes to be that they were doing it like illegally, and they got hit with all these charges, some pretty big fines, like over 30 grand, I think in fines. There was some jail time associated with it, like total game over type stuff.
How did they get pinched? Like,
so they didn't. Someone watching had to have been like,
well, either that or, I mean, like they didn't specify on like the specifics of how the information got to them, but it sounded like somebody, presumably that they either knew or somebody that they probably pissed off, to basically gave the information to like the game and fish people or whatever, that this was a tip. And then it was a year that like they investigated for over a year. So like they probably were very meticulous about like watching these videos and probably like that kind of thing and seeing where these guys were hunting at. But super interesting stuff. And like I don't know why people think that they can get away with that type of stuff, and especially try to build a business around it is crazy to me.
And to film it, dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, absolutely wild stuff, man. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think any of their social media accounts are active anymore. I think everything is just like gone. Which rightly so, but yeah, if you haven't seen this, look around, click around, check some stuff out. Very interesting. It wasn't like a group of guys that was really on my radar as far as like, I didn't really like watch any of their stuff, but I think it's super interesting because I'm sure there was a lot of people that did. So, yeah.
All right. This kind of parlays into mine. This is from the New York Post that I found, and it's kind of along the same deal. It's fishermen accused of illegally catching sharks and wrestling them in bizarre videos he shared online. From another YouTuber, an Oregon man is accused of illegally fishing a species of protected sharks in Washington state and then posting strange videos of himself wrestling them. He's basically in the Puget Sound. And he's been just like boasting about these illicit prizes for months, dude.
Really?
Like, in the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife said the freaky fisherman filmed bizarre videos with the sharks after he pulled them out of the water and then shared them online. Very kind of just like odd wrestling, crazy deal of these protected sharks. And it's like, yeah, kind of along the same deal, except this is just even more debauchery.
Dude. And again, it's like, and you film it and put it out there,
like, yeah,
you can't even film a video of you going bass fishing without probably 10 people getting in your DMs being like, is it this like?
But that it's just like crazy. You'd be like, dude, today we went out and caught 32 walleyes. Here they are in the live well. Let's do a fish fry. What?
Yeah.
I'm on Red Lake. Look at these 7 25-inch walleyes I have.
Yeah.
People are wilding, dude.
Dude, they are. It's
don't do that to all the kids listening.
You got one, Adam?
I do. Mine's a little bit more I guess more associated locally and kind of around work, but I don't know if you guys saw Champions Tour announce another walleye tournament.
Another one?
Yes, sir. It will be on Tuesday, September 22nd on Gull Lake.
Is that over an NWT tournament?
No, they're all done.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was wondering. I was like, that one should be open to potentially the big boys, right?
Yeah. That we heard from a ton of guys that they wanted another one, so we're like, all right, let's try it again. So we're heading up to Gull in September. So hopefully a bunch of people sign up, 50 boats. It's the same payouts as a regular Champions Tour event. So $1,000 entry fee, 50 boats. We'll film the whole shebang. Hopefully it goes over well. Hopefully Dusty gets in on it, and Kyle and the Minky brothers, and some of the other guys. Walleye Will, Nitty, you name it. But yeah, people were really hyped on the first one. So I hope that the whole catchway release of walleye vids or tournaments kind of keeps catching on in that way.
I hope it does too. I think it's a cool format.
And it'd be cool to see an every fish counts type tournament on Gull. I think that's really interesting.
Dude, there's so many walleyes.
Yeah.
So many walleyes. Damn. So I think it'll be really interesting, especially in September. So yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be cool. People are interested. Registration opens. I think it's Monday, August 3rd.
I really feel like you should message Hayes about that, dude, and just like
Hayes saw it. He already liked it and everything. I don't know if he's gonna fish it or not. I hope Buddy Hayes fishes it.
He should, dude. That'd be sweet.
He should fish it, dude.
Ball out. Come on.
I hope he does. I hope I hope a bunch of guys do.
Pour a little more gas in that scope and get it going.
Yeah. Fire up that morning.
Dude, like you need to get on Hayes's case and be like, dude, if you're not fishing this, dude, you're not.
Yeah, come on. Like you're the Gull Gold guy.
Like, dude, you're the guy. Like you're the guy. Like there should be
a combine down. Come on.
If Hayes, McComas, and Nicklander are not fishing this tournament I will be slightly disappointed. But Nick also showed up to the Mille Lacs one, so he gets grace.
Did he fish it?
Yeah, he did. He fished Mille Lacs.
Okay.
Nice.
But
he's definitely fishing gold then. 100%.
I hope so. TJ, whoever. Yeah, man.
They should.
It's right in their neck of the woods. So
they should. They should film it too, dude.
Yeah.
Get on it.
I miss seeing Sobi's Champions Tour videos. I have enjoyed I catch up on your videos every once in a while. And I laugh at there's like one comment in every single one. Why are you not fishing Champions Tour? And I love that you're just ignoring it.
That's awesome. Okay, this is not like a what in the world is going on, but this is one. Sobi, I think you'll like this probably more than anybody. But I got a YouTube channel for you to watch.
Oh.
And it's an addicting one. And it's not what you're thinking. Like it's not some cinematic whatever. None of that. This is awesome. And you will go down a rabbit hole if you start to watch this. Anybody listening to this right now, look up Arrest Cam Fish and Wildlife is the name of the channel.
Oh my god.
And it is full videos, only body cam footage from fish and game officers on confrontational stings. And
I love a good body cam video, dude. I really do.
Based in Florida.
Oh god.
And it is electric. Dude, it's so good. It's so good.
You said based in Florida, and I'm like, they could do 50 seasons of this, and they'll never run out of content,
dude. Yeah, and there's over 200 videos on this channel, and they're all gold. Let me tell you, I've watched a lot of them, and it's so good. It's so good. Because there's a bunch of other shows like this. Like there's like that Warden's show, but that's like a little more like put together. Like, it's like all this like edited, whatever. This is just raw body cam footage, dude. And it's awesome. Like I'm telling you, if you're just chilling one night, flip this on, dude. You will become addicted.
I'm going to look it up. And like I said before, I love me some good body cam footage, dude. That's the creme de la creme.
And it's so good, dude. Like here, I just pulled up their channel right now. And like, on like the homepage, it just has like, whatever like a popular thumbnail or whatever. This one is just it's just a boat and they're just choking this guy out on the boat.
Husband, wife.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, get on this, dude. And anybody listening, if you've watched this, get in you agree with me that this is the deal. Like, get on this. This is high entertainment. You will not learn anything by watching this, but it is very entertaining. But yeah, I think every single one is in Florida, but there's like a ton of them. Like, and they get on like commercial fishing boats, dude, and they're like, shut it down. Like, it's awesome.
So, gonna have to check that out.
I'm
sure some listeners of this show will be like, I need to see this.
Yes, it's so good. Yeah, it like I said, it's very addicting. And I've watched, like, I get it. I get on some of these other shows. Like, I love like that Warden's show and all that stuff where they're like busting like people hunting, doing stuff, but more out west. But this Florida stuff is crazy, dude. Like, it's just and then you realize, like, it's like you do your best to like follow the rules and like abide by limits and seasons, all that stuff. And then you see what some of these people are doing and your mind is just like that. Like, what else is out? Like the other side of, whatever,
what they're dealing with,
fishermen or outdoorsmen or whatever. And you're like, wow, dude, like,
you just think of like when they're checking your life jackets and your licenses on a lake in the summer in Minnesota, and it's like, God, people in Florida right now are going through this and they're busting. There's shit going down,
Yeah. But anyways, check it out. Well worth it. Okay.
Beautiful. Well, hey, before we hop to the next segment, we can pay one more bill.
Yeah, fire.
Something you can actually learn from. You said you can't learn from that YouTube channel, but somewhere you can learn from. Pink loves learning. So, as we all know right now, the summer gas is once again $4. Money's tight. Koikis are $200 still on eBay, unless you have figured out Pink's plug. Then you're being smart with your money. You're being smart. And that's the point behind this all. Start saving your money and being smart with it. Many outdoorsmen are not, including myself most of the time, but I've started being smarter with it. Meet with certified financial planner and fiduciary, Ben Bartusek. Yes, that is my brother. He is definitely the smart Bartusek at Northwestern Mutual for free. Make a plan about your future and save a couple bucks here, save a couple bucks there. Boom, new boat. That's how it works, Pink. Just like that. All of a sudden, Ranger, if you want it,
call them.
Yeah, new boat. Call him. That's how you can get there. So I trust Ben with my money. We've got friends who do it as well. Call him today at 507-509-2907 to set up your free consultation. We'll have his email in the description as well if that's more your style. But yeah, start saving some money, investing in your future, and a little bit goes a long ways. Better to start sooner than later. So yeah, get that going. And now, what do we got going on, Pink?
Shout out Ben, dude.
Shout out Ben. Thank you for sponsoring the pod.
Big time. He's a fiduciary, not a fidouche. Call him.
And I would like to correct you too. I did listen to one of the pods, and you guys did give a shout out to Ben, but you said Daniel, and I was like, no. Daniel's a union welder. Don't call Daniel.
Shout out Daniel too.
Shout out Daniel.
If you want a really dry, funny best man speech, shout out Daniel.
Electric. Electric.
That was one of the best. We're not going down that rabbit hole. Shout out Daniel. Daniel's electric. Daniel's a welder, but he's electric.
Yeah, for real.
Great sense of humor.
All right, boys. Preface this. We have an absolutely killer weigh-in tonight. However, I think before we do that, we have to answer a few questions. We've been sitting on these for a goddamn eternity. Mm-hmm. And I cannot press PTB Nation for any more until we hit a few of these.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Hit them. Speed round.
Speed round. These are, we're running and gunning on these. I'll throw them out. You say first thing that comes to your mind on these, and then we'll hit this way in. All right, here we go. You boys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. First question. What's the craziest curveball you've ever had while fishing / on the water? I'm assuming that's just like that we've seen or had happen to us.
So first thing I think of, Pink, it's probably not the curveball they're thinking, but when we were in Maine and we were like 100% certain we were chasing a school of crappies, and then all of a sudden we caught a white perch, but in the 1 to 2 minutes that we caught the white perch and didn't know it was a white perch, we were like, what is this? And then we're like, I think it's a white perch. So then we identified it was a white perch. And then you went, well, can we kill them? So then we had to like go into the regulations and go through it all. That was a curveball I thought of immediately, because that was a curveball.
While we're like holding it, being like, should we let it go? And we're like, well, hold on.
I want to taste one of these things if we can keep it. But I just think of that because you never really think of that on fishing trips, because at least for me, like, I don't know, you feel like every place you go to, they have the same fish I do. And then all of a sudden you catch something and you're like, wait,
what is that?
What is this?
That's cool.
And I'm glad we did keep them, because I still think to this day, probably the best freshwater fish I've had.
Yeah, crazy good. Yeah, if you got white perch around you, knife those things.
Can we kill them?
Yeah.
And you can in like a bunch, dude.
Yeah, like a lot. Yeah, you can. Yeah. And apparently people told us the ones we caught were small. And I'm like, what do you mean? There was a ton of meat on these things.
Yeah,
but I was like, okay.
And we caught a lot of them.
Yeah, very quickly. They're very cool fish. Okay, you, Sobi, you got a curveball story?
All right. You sparked my imagination with the ice fishing deal. Last year, spent some time out in South Dakota. Me and my buddy Cole did some ice camping. My buddy Nate did some walleye fishing. Night one was awesome, and we were filming it. Buddy Nate had to leave, and we were going to get like a decent jump. That other day, there was a snowstorm coming in, but like the next day, we really weren't going to film, but we were still going to kind of camp around that same area, just try a different spot. And we, you know, if you ice camp, you go to all the whole deal of setting everything up like so much. And then 50-mile-an-hour winds came in at about 11:45 at night. We had a decent sunset, caught some smaller walleyes. Then 11:45 it came in, and then we rode it out until about 2 a.m. And like, I'm talking, we were triple staked down. We even prepared, like, anytime you go to Dakotas, you prepare. But at 2 a.m, it was so bad that we decided to take everything down and pack up. And that was a wicked curveball of like, I think if we stay, we're going to seriously fly away, or we can leave and it'll be horrible to pack up. But I think it's better than riding out. So yeah, so that was a curveball.
That's a good
horrible. It's horrible.
Shit, I don't know. This one, I just have this one because this popped up on my Facebook memories. Like, I feel like there's probably a ton of them, right, that are out there. This one popped on my Facebook memories today. Actually, I saw it this morning. This actually fits this pretty good. So I'm gonna I'll show you guys the picture too. But so this was, let me see how many years ago. So this is 2011. Okay.
Oh wow.
So this popped up
junior year of high school, Ryan Pinkala.
Yeah, check this out. What do you see?
This is a story.
So, okay. So, you know how like sometimes you're fishing and like occasionally you catch something, like not like a fish, but like you hook something that's like you weren't expecting, right? Like, you know, have you seen these like epic like Instagram posts where people they catch like a deer skull, like some awesome mega buck or like something cool. So I've never caught that. I've never caught an antler. I've never caught any of that cool shit. But I did catch this, and I did not keep this because in the moment it seemed stupid, and I feel like I really fucked up. So this was this little lake by my house that I like to kayak fish. I clearly in 2011 was there kayak fishing and hooked this dude on a Texas rig. And this is a Millennium Falcon. Like it was like a container full of like Star Wars shit. And I took this picture and I left it
a Lego or like an actual like display. Like
no, it was like a thing that opened like a big like clamshell thing.
Like a
and it was
box?
Well, it wasn't a tackle. It was like full of like other little, you know, things or whatever.
Why was it in the pond?
I don't fucking know, dude. But I think
that was
this
for sure
probably
a parent
worth a
their
ton of money, dude.
Whipped it.
Like, I think that would be worth a lot right now.
Yeah, probably. That is
so. But I do have a picture of it, so like it did happen. Like, check that.
That's why. That is not where I thought that story was going.
That's the
That
most
was
random capture I've ever heard in my entire life, dude.
I caught a Millennium Falcon replica.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, that happened. And like that legit, that was a Facebook memory today.
If you did not have a picture, I would honestly not like that story.
I have a
like,
picture. It's
no,
real.
you didn't. Probably not.
Yeah, that's great. If you're not subscribed to YouTube, subscribe to YouTube.
Get on
that
it.
was
It's like
good.
big too. It's like a huge little miniature Millennium Falcon.
Oh, dude, yeah, like 2 feet, probably 2 feet across. Yeah. Anyway, all right, next one. Sorry, that was long-winded. This guy says, "Would you ever allow followers of the show maybe have them like apply to be on?" I mean,
I don't know. We could do something maybe one day with people to pop on.
I think it'd be cool.
It's possible. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Okay, this is like a fishing question. I guess. Are you you're going to a new fishing lake? What spot are you planning to fish or check first, and why?
Bass fishing wise, I always seem to go to the biggest when I start looking around, but I like fishing flats. That's just like
I feel like
I
you're
have a
talking
personal preference.
Mouth,
no, largemouth too. I like going to a big flat. It's a big piece of structure, and generally speaking, there's normally a big flat.
I guess it depends on the species, but I feel like I always gravitate towards inlets to the lake, whether it's like a creek coming in, a pipe, a big river, a dam, like I feel like to get my legs under me, I always like that. But granted, it depends on the species of fish too, right? But
yeah, I think that's a good one. That's something that I've found myself. I always discount. Was that saying that right? Those type of spots.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like I just see them and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And then I drive by and then like I see Champions Tour footage or Sobi YouTube videos, Tourney Tuesdays or whatever, and people just wailing them in those spots. And I'm like, why do I never fish that? Why am I always like, oh, like part of your head's like, that's too simple. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, they love that. So yeah, that's a really good one too, Pink.
Dang. Okay. All right.
I guess I didn't answer that question either, but depending upon the species and the time of year, it can change. But like, kind of even piggybacks off Bart's flat idea. But like, I like to look toward a weedy bay, and then anything out from that, like maybe there's the first point out from that. I'm just thinking I don't exactly know which species whoever commented this is trying to target, but like at some point. Whatever species you're targeting, maybe on a north side weedy bay, they maybe spawn there. Where are they going out to live the rest of their life? Sometimes they don't go crazy far. Maybe they're going to the nearest flat, the nearest point, the nearest deeper dock stretch, or maybe they're living just outside that weedy bay or still in that weedy bay. I just think it's always a good thing to look toward.
Hell yeah. All right. This guy says, why isn't Sobi doing Champs Tour anymore?
Yeah. Honestly, just time commitment, straight up time commitment. Like it just takes a long time to edit those videos and do them. Like if I fish 4 Champions Tours and they take a few days to fish them and practice at them, then it takes me like freaking 3 days to edit those videos. I'm spending over a month of my summer at Champions Tour. And if we only get 3 months in summer, it's just a time commitment. I love them though, with my whole heart. Like it's probably some of the funnest things I've ever done in my life.
You need to make a comeback next year and at least fish the Pro-Am. Now that
I know.
It would be cool. That Pro-Am actually looked fun, dude.
Yeah,
you would love it too, Pink. It's just, and anyone can.
I've wanted to do an every fish counts for. I actually think I would like that a lot.
I think the Pro-Am's your biggest 8, but it's catch, weigh, release.
But I'm just saying Champions Tour in general. Like I think that format, I think I would like that a lot.
Yeah,
I think you would too. But yeah, you should definitely look at the Pro-Am at least next year, Sobi, because then it's just one event. It'd be a good YouTube video too.
It'd be fun. Like it'd be sick.
Because then you're actually fishing as a team. So you got the kid in there too, and it'd be cool.
And me and my Marshall always kind of like, I felt like we were a team. You know, like I wished I wanted to be like, freaking throw up here, dude. You know,
so he's like setting the hook. He's like, get the net, bro.
Yeah. You ever seen Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison?
Shaking the caddy.
Yeah. That's what I feel like I get at like 9 in the morning with these kids, and they're like 15. You know how like they get out there pretty early. Like when you're like 15, you kind of like sleep in. You know, like these kids are pretty tired. And I'm like, yeah.
If you haven't caught a fish for an hour, they're definitely dozing in the passenger seat.
Oh, dude, they've slept on me so many times it makes you feel so bad. Like I'm the worst angler.
But there's also no better place to take a nap in the world than like sitting in a passenger seat and you just hear a little bit of waves hitting the side of the boat and a nice soft breeze. Dude, I don't blame those kids at all. It is impossible to not fall asleep right there. And they don't want to fall asleep either. They just
do it.
They just do.
I'd do it too. If I was just sitting there,
I'd rip a boat nap right now, dude.
I don't side image right now nearly as much as I used to, but the amount of times in the summer at like 1 PM where it's like hot and I've just eaten a little bit for lunch, you know, and it's getting into your stomach and all of a sudden you're idling and you're like, fuck, okay, I need to fish. It's like, nah, this is not scanning time.
All right, let's see what we got here. A couple more. We got this guy says, keep up mixing and walleye talk and other tournaments. You guys are killing it. Shout out, buddy, Matt Newell.
Oh, hell yeah, Newell. I think I would be surprised if Newell isn't fishing that golf tournament.
Newell should, dude.
Oh, dude. I think he's
going to be a weapon out there, dude.
Yeah, I hope he fishes it.
All right.
Steady mops a lot. He takes Punk's money, dude.
Dude, for real. And he'll and you're like happy to give it to him.
You're like, you are
like,
right,
yeah,
Newell.
dude, no, take that. Yeah.
Yeah, you beat the shit out of me. Yeah. Good job.
All right, this is a good one. Besides Busch Apple, what is your actual favorite beer?
Oh, Busch Light. Yeah. But like it's phasey. Like in the summer, I'd still probably say Busch Light, my number one favorite beer in the whole world. Like, yeah, 12 months out of the year. But like if Busch Apple comes back, I'm like hitting it real hard. But other than that, Busch Light.
Like I'm digging in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bapples, I like those, dude. But I
can do like one Bapple and then I start getting heartburn because I'm old.
I feel I could see where they could make some heartburn happen.
But it's like where are you at? Like this is my favorite versus like this is my daily driver.
Oh, Busch Light, dude. It's my Busch Light, and that's not. I don't like. Yeah, it's my favorite.
I really like Summer Shandy a lot.
Oh, but that's seasonal for me though. In the summer, absolutely.
But if I could get it the whole year, I would drink it still.
Probably, yeah.
But I will say here, I will say this though, and this is very specific, and I don't know why it hits this way, but when I have been to Sobi's house and had a Busch Light, it's so cold and so much better than anywhere else.
It does. It hits, dude. My mini fridge is ice cold.
Dude, I'm just saying, like.
But I'll run the gamut. Otherwise, I love me some Spotted Cow anytime in Wisconsin.
Oh,
hell yeah. And then
in a pitcher.
I also like me a cold
cow, dude.
I like me a cold Corona with a lime too, dude. Like, if you haven't had one in a while, you're like, damn, a cold Corona is pretty good.
Dude, maybe we should hit. Tourney Tuesday is getting roaned up, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna say this right now.
Not a Rona guy.
Tuesday, Adam, you'd be ashamed. We haven't been drinking any beers until like after the tournament, dude. Like, remember how you and I used to like
whatever happened to the once glorious Tourney Tuesdays?
Well, dude, here's the problem.
Out there, crack
one guy would show up with like 4 to 6 of them, and you're like, these will last.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem.
Text about it. Who's bringing beers this week? Or like, if you weren't taking the boat, that person's in charge of beer. Like,
it all went downhill, dude. After we got the soju's. After that,
the soju cursed it. Serious, dude. That shut it down.
Yeah.
Dude,
but dude, like low key though, we've been steady mobbing after that.
Dude, we stopped drinking. We started doing so well.
Tourney Tuesdays was the king of just go grab whatever miscellaneous leftover cans you had from random weekends or whatever. So you'd show up and like Sobi be like, "What do we got?" And I'm like, honestly, I have no idea. I just chucked like 6 to 8 of them in there, and you pull out, and you're like, never seen this White Claw flavor before. I wonder if this is good. But there's only one of each of like whatever got brought. Okay, so you never get 2.
I will end this conversation on this. But the last time we fished Tourney Tuesday on the lake next to Sobi's parents' house, and his parents came, they brought a cooler with multiple. They probably brought 100 beers. There's like
for the whole field,
6 people hanging out after.
They were tailgating the classic. They were bringing out.
That's incredible.
God, I was like, yeah.
No, my favorite, I would say, I like Sobi. Like if I'm just hanging out grabbing one, Busch Light's always good. But I would be remiss if I didn't say my favorite. Like if I get off the water or whatever, and I'm like, I just got to crack a beer. Shout out Andy Nichols. It will be Elysian Space Dust. Ooh. I love having just one or 2 Space Dust.
That sounds like a beer that I would not like. It is very
hoppy. Pink would absolutely hate it, but hits a spot.
I respect that so much because I bet it's delicious. I've fallen out of my love for IPAs, but I used to love like a Moon Man, so much, or a Surly Fury.
Yeah, see, like I just like to have 1 or 2 of them that'll go with your daily drivers, but they're just nice. Like after especially a nice hot like summer day. Or a really long day on the ice, just kicking back and being like, I'm going to get hit in the face by these hops. Feels good.
Yeah.
All right, let's do 2 more.
Yeah.
Let's see. This guy says, this guy's one of y'all need to fish the Bassmaster kayak event in Wisconsin in August.
Ryan, you and Nicole just go win that.
Are they doing? Was it like on the river, dude? I would do one in La Crosse, dude.
That I believe that's what it would be. I could look it up right now.
I love it there, dude. I've always done well there. I love that area, dude. 7, 8, and 9. Come on,
dude. You should do it. Look into that, Ryan. Like you and Nicole should just do it for fun. Like you two both go camp down there, the fish this yak tournament,
dude. We'll sleep under the bridge like the old days, dude.
Dude, so I see one from 2013.
Question for you, Adam, or Ryan. Is the water level really low on the river right now? Because
I haven't looked. I would assume it is lower than low. Like, this one. So this one they're talking about, Pink, is on the Wolf and Fox. August.
Oh my God, Ryan, dude, you and Nicole do it.
I love it there even more.
Oh my gosh.
So it's out of Appleton, which also side note, shout out to all our
doing it. Yeah.
Shout out to all the homies who are in Appleton,
in Menasha.
Nina and Menasha, that area. They got mauled by a tornado that popped up earlier this week. I think I don't know if it's been officially noted yet, but it looked like initial estimates said it was an EF3, maybe higher. And it dropped out of nowhere. The tornado warning didn't even come out till 3 minutes after it was on the ground. And they got
smashed
smashed downtown, area. Like very heavy residential area. Smashed it.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody over there. I'm sure like people are going through it big time, but like,
dang, yeah,
stick through it, and thoughts and prayers to everybody in that area. It's crazy bad.
Yeah, but that kayak event he's talking about, it says the tournament location's Appleton. I mean, obviously that could change now. But it's the Wolf and Fox Rivers. That's what he's talking about. It is August 22nd to 23rd. So
interesting, dude.
Do it right.
Could be cool. That would be cool. Could be like you and Nicole go hop in. That'd be sweet.
Damn.
Or you could not, then just like never talk about it in the nursing home when you're old, or you could just like be like, yeah, you won on the Wolf.
On the Wolf, dude. I got a couple pins out there. A couple pins on the old Wolf.
Crawl back into, dude.
Damn. All right, let's hit one more. This guy says, when will we get PTB merch? Oof.
Maybe sooner than later, dude. Maybe.
Potentially.
Like I would love a freaking PTB snapback. I think that'd be sick, dude. I would like actually be jonesing to like have like a dope snapback that just has PTB on it. I think it'd be sick.
What about like a PTB hoodie?
Yeah, I got that hoodie.
Sobi doesn't. His is right here.
Oh,
he never came and got it.
I think I do think our most highly requested.
Not like Steph was at your house today. Thanks for that.
I didn't think of it, dude. Hey, you can come here.
I'm just kidding.
I think the most highly requested piece of merch we have is Shame Sobi t-shirts, to be honest, or sweatshirts. People want it big.
But
time.
Those already exist too.
Do it for the bag. Okay, let's do it. Let's do one merch drop.
He's like, okay, shit, I'm in.
So to answer the question, we have talked about it. We do want to do it. That also takes us all being back home. So I would guess if that were to happen, it would be closer to the fall. We got to put it all together, but once we get closer to the fall,
it's coming.
Kicks off,
let us know your feedback.
We're all around home more.
If we just made one cool hat and one cool sweatshirt, like, would you guys be game? Like, would you?
Or what do you want? Hit us with what apparel items?
I don't.
Yeah, what do you want? That'd be a big thing.
One sick hat. If we just come on one cool hat and it's like our staple hat, like PTB has one hat. It's sick. Like we should go to like that Mountain Ops hat you're wearing right there, Ryan. Like it's sick. It pops. It's very simple, clean, like something like that. Just like that, but PTB. does like no context that it's a podcast or anything. Like I want this. I love PTB because it's still low key underground. Like I want this to be a little underground.
Oh, also shout out to all the PTB listeners in Fort Francis, Ontario. I had quite a few people come up to me that were like big fan of the pod, and I was like, huh, no shit.
Like it's kind of a big deal. So
yeah, international.
Yeah, that checks out.
I honestly think it sounds like such a good time for Francis. Like I feel like Bart's gonna fish it next year, and there's gonna be a large portion of me that wants to fish it too, and maybe I will. But if we don't, like Ryan, we should just drive up there and then shoot some pods and some shenanigans, and then just like party downtown while these guys have to wake up and fish next morning. But we full
okay. So we drive past it, we go catch muskies, then we come back, come back, then we party.
And like every night, like right when Adam's like retying some FG knots, we're like, all right, dude, there's like the street party here downtown. Like me and Ryan are heading out, and he's like, oh, okay, good night. We just come back.
Just be like the classic all over again, dude.
Come back and they're waking up. Perfect.
Yeah, not like I did. Okay, yeah, I'm in.
Boots has to capture it all. He has to be awake and film the whole tournament, and then film us at night, dude. Like this is the kind of effort I want to see out of him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No sleep.
No sleep. Boots.
It's one event. Like, come on.
It's one event, Boots. We just get on him.
All right. Let's hit this weigh-in, boys. We haven't had a full squad weigh-in in a coon's age, dude. Come on.
What's the weigh-in?
Tonight's weigh-in topic: things that are legal that feel illegal.
Oh.
It's a very good topic. And I've been thinking on this very hard, and I could not come up with very many good ones, to be honest. But I think once we get going, you'll think of some.
Yeah. So, Bart, do you want to explain how this works while I ask ChatGPT the order in which we will be going?
Yeah. So the way this works is we have a topic. We're going to pick each 4 things total to make a team. Basically a team, a squad. We'll post it on social media. You'll vote the winner, snake draft style. So as we go through, we will pick different things. This topic is, things that are legal that feel illegal. Great topic. Whoever, I'm assuming someone submitted this one.
They did not actually.
Oh, really? Pink came up with it. Shout out.
Oh, right.
Okay. Hell yeah. That's really good.
I wasn't even going to say that, but like, I was kind of proud of it.
Yeah, it is. This is a very good one. The more, and like, that's the thing, like, people are like, best smallmouth lures, best bass plastics. The best ones are like when we did things that are round, colors, generic, like, just the most outlandish.
Our best one, bar none.
I know what you're
going to say. Worst minor injuries.
Yes, that's
I would like to run that one back just so I could have been
maybe
involved.
one day
I had a really good list.
That was 200. Such a good one. That one's so good.
A good one.
I find myself on even like a Sunday evening, like with Steph, like we'll eat a little dinner. We're kind of getting prepped for the week and stuff like that, and like we'll bring that up because maybe like something like happened over the weekend, and I bring it up, and then we start spitballing, and it's like we just casually talk about it because it's that good of a freaking subject. Like, what about? Well, nobody said biting your tongue. That's like so simple. Like she's gone off on it.
All right, so I'm gonna have to agree with this because I typed it in. But here's the order that we're going: is Bart, Sobi, me.
Shit, I don't have a good one of one. I do have one to start with. I don't think it maybe is number one of one, but I think it's a very good one that you guys will feel. Okay, so I'll take my first pick here in things that are legal that feel illegal. Turning right on a red light.
Okay. Turning right.
And that could be illegal actually based on your state, but in Minnesota you are allowed to, and every time I kind of question it. And I know I'm okay.
So like, yeah. Okay, we'll just assume that this is in place where you can do that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Turning right on red light. Yeah, okay. Sobi, where you at?
Okay. I could shorten this. I could keep the same, but I'm gonna go passing a cop going the speed limit.
That is a very good one.
Just being on 35 W, and I pass a car, and I'm like, oh shit, that was a cop. And then I'm like, oh shit. I mean, I'm going like the speed limit. But I
think that's the true 101. I think
passing a cop
that
going.
That is a very good one. Yep, I didn't.
I thought of that one literally like a minute ago, and I was like, that's probably the most legal but illegal thing. I feel like just hits. You feel horrible. Feel like you can't.
Okay, I'm gonna go with walking out of a store without buying anything.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe you just ran into even Quick Trip and you just had to use the bathroom and you walk out and you're like, God, am I a dick?
Like a store, not like I'm talking like Walmart, dude.
Like they didn't have
just walking out. You know, the guy that's like, let me see that receipt is like,
Oh, and you're like, I don't have one. Yes, especially like Walmart too. Like maybe you thought they had a certain thing or you went in there to be like, whoa, I need a new. Yeah.
Okay, walking out of a store without buying anything of a store. Without buying anything. Wow, I'm going to have to rewrite this before I send it. Okay. All right, and then I got the wrap around here. I'm going to say... Oh, okay. This one similar to the one I just said, but I'm going to say setting off the alarm at a store and just keeping walking. You know what I'm saying? Like the one where you like walk through to go out to leave.
Yeah. And you're like, I paid, but
yeah. Cause like, it's like, you don't have to stop, right? Like, I don't think. I don't know.
Savage.
All right, Sobi, what do you got?
I'm going to go for my number 2. Finishing the TP in a public bathroom or a porta potty, especially probably like an actual place's public bathroom. Like,
that is a very, very, very good pick.
You're like, should I like tell somebody? Then I'm like, I'm not gonna like tell them that I finished. I'm just gonna walk away. Was that illegal?
Especially if you're at a porta potty at a boat ramp and you walk out and you use the last and someone just goes right in after you and you're like, I need to get in my boat.
You didn't like mean to do it savagery. You like needed
it is what it is.
Time. It is what it is. But you're like, dude, it's all gone. I got the last. Dude, everyone else is screwed but me.
So okay, so finishing TP in public bathroom.
Your public bathroom / porta potty.
All right. All right. Porta potty. Okay.
That's savage.
All right, Bart, you got 2 here.
Okay. I feel like this is low hanging fruit, but someone's just got to take it because it is legal now. Buying marijuana.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Feels illegal. If you are one to do it and you do that, feels very illegal because it was. So or possessing, you know, you're just like
yeah.
Or even like an honorable mention on that. I feel like just openly smoking it, you know, like
anything involving marijuana, really.
Like, yeah.
Right,
okay, and then my wraparound for kind of more on the par of a little bit of what you guys were doing. Not buying ice cream when you get lunch at Dairy Queen.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Like going
kind
to
of
Dairy Queen, even if you wrote it down,
getting like a
going
meal
to
at Dairy Queen
and ordering 0 ice cream, maybe write it like that or something.
Not buying ice cream. What is it?
I said not buying ice cream at Dairy Queen, but it's like I'll figure out how to word it, but in reference to like when you get
not buying ice cream when getting food at DQ.
I think that's already implied. Honestly, even just like not buying ice cream at Dairy Queen. I think the listeners will
it's like when you get lunch they're like anything else, you like have to throw something in because you're like, I feel like I can't walk out of here without this.
Or you just got that chicken strip basket and you're like, oh my gosh, I just went to Dairy Queen and I didn't hit any of like that's why they are alive.
Honestly, it's the same feeling for Culver's, and I just think of that because we were driving home from Beta Knock, and we had just stopped at an ice cream shop in Escanaba like 4 hours earlier, and then we were driving, and I asked Dane where he wanted to eat, and we were like, oh, we'll do Taco Bell, and we pulled into Taco Bell, but I couldn't pull my boat through. So then there was a Culver's. So we went there and he looked at me and he's like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I picked Taco Bell because I didn't want to have to say no to frozen custard because we had ice cream 4 hours ago. And we both got in line and we both ordered for frozen custard. And we're like, you just can't not do it. So that's where that thought came from.
You feel judged.
Yeah, like it feels wrong.
All right, Sobi.
How should I word this? And I literally just came up with this all of 3 seconds ago. 3 seconds ago. And that's how I like to do these weigh-ins. I like to just hear them as they are. And as we sit here and talk about them, just shoot from the hip. Would you like to round your total up to donate to?
That is a very good one.
Swear to God, I just came up with that one 3 seconds ago in my head because I was thinking, I think when you said Culver's of like when you're like, I felt that too, like as you're checking out from Dairy Queen or Culver's, they're like, would you like anything else? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to feel like a dick if I don't like. Would you like to try our special or any of our frozen custards? You're like, oh, now I feel like a dick. But then that made me think like, would you like to round your total up to donate to the children of Reamer, Minnesota? And I'm like, oh, no, thanks.
I'm good.
That was a slam dunk, dude. I'm giving myself.
That was a really good one. Yeah.
All right. Shit. So I go back to back here for the end. Fuck. Oh shit. All right. I'm gonna say this. All right. I'm gonna say this one because I think this one's gonna hit home with some people. Hitting the lock button on your truck when there's someone standing right next to it.
You just pulled into that Walmart parking lot and there's like somebody real close and you're just like, well, I should double check. All right, I'll just do it. And they're probably like,
son of a bitch.
I wasn't going to rob you. Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
There's going to be also, this is the whole reason why please follow us on socials because there's going to be so many that we missed. Please comment them down. Like I'm genuinely interested of what we're going to miss here and what you guys can think of.
Well, there's going to be a lot. Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be tons.
Comment them, please.
Okay. And then this one I feel like is another like very relatable one. And it's when they ask you if you want a bag at Quick Trip and you say no.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I'm taking for my final one.
That's good.
All right, Sobi, and then Bart closes it out here.
This one's probably just location because of where we're all from and just like how it is. I'm going to say, dude, it feels illegal to Irish goodbye. But I've done it and I've felt like it's illegal, dude. Just Irish. I just write down an Irish
still
goodbye.
Persistently just do it.
I've done it.
You're the biggest. I
was gonna say
user
more than anyone.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, it feels illegal every time.
Yeah, you just like the thrill.
No, it eats.
But you don't even Irish goodbye, dude. You just like don't come to it. Like you're
and
just
then you
like,
don't answer. Yeah, you just
I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys there. That's not an Irish goodbye. That's just bailing.
I should say that what
Sobi's
answer should be is making people think you're committing to plans and then ghosting them. That's actually what his answer is. Because he does that way more than an Irish goodbye.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
dude, write down Irish goodbye / bailing. That feels illegal.
Well, they're two totally different things, dude.
Yeah, no, two completely different things. You got to pick.
An Irish goodbye.
Yeah, all right.
Write it down. Damn, I got a stacked lineup.
All right, Bart, close this up.
Oh, God damn it. God, I have two really good ones that I really wish I could swap one out for. Okay, I'll go with the one I just thought of. When you're in church and they come around with the basket for money and you don't put anything in.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah.
Good old fashioned. Yeah, no thanks.
You just they poke it over and you just kind of look down.
All right, I'll put not putting money in the church collection plate.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah. Okay, honorable mentions.
Hold on, run us back our deal. Run us back.
Right, yeah. Run
my brain a quick second to think of honorable mentions.
All right, so Bart with turning right on a red light, buying marijuana, not buying ice cream at Dairy Queen, and not putting money in the church collection plate.
That's genuinely a really good.
I think that's pretty strong. Sobi has got some good ones here. So passing a cop going the speed limit. Finishing TP in a public bathroom / porta potty. I just wrote down, would you like to round your total up to ...
That's very good because everyone will get it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Irish goodbye.
Damn.
And then I said walking out of a store without buying anything. Setting off the alarm at a store and still leaving. Hitting the lock button on your truck with somebody standing next to it, and saying no when they ask if you want a bag at Quick Trip.
It's good.
What do you got for honorable mentions?
Hit it, Bart. You had another one. You were spewing.
Yeah, I just thought of another one too. So the one I literally just thought of that I just typed down was anytime you go through TSA.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know why that hits.
You feel like you get in that line and they're like, okay, what am I pulling out right now? And they're like, laptops out of the bag, all this stuff. And like, you don't do something. And then they're like, no, take your shoes off. And you're like, shit, sorry.
And I'm like, keep your
shoes on. Keep your shoes on. You're like, they just told me to take them off.
Let them know I'm not a criminal. And I'm like, I don't have to, like, I could just be normal. Just be normal. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not on a plane mission, like you're just getting through. Like, I'm like, oh, thank you, sir. I'm like, dude, shut up. This is me in my head. Like, shut up. Like, you're not doing anything.
Okay. And then another one I thought of was utilizing auto start in the summer.
Yeah.
That's what I was debating between with the church collection basket.
That's decent. I think you picked the right one.
I think I did too. But auto start in the summer it feels wrong.
That feels so illegal. Like, you can't, like, why would you? You shouldn't. You're wasting gas. Like, I don't need to be doing that. No. But that is, I've done it too. Like, I
did it the other day when it was 100. I had to go somewhere and I was like, dude, and I did that and I was like, that didn't feel right.
But when it's honestly not even that cold, it could be freaking 20 degrees out. Like, you're doing that no matter what. But if it's 100 and you do it, you feel horrible.
Dude, it could be 40 degrees out in November and I'm like, better start the truck.
Yeah.
Or if you're Waldo, it's 62 in September.
365, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I'll do my last one. The last one I had was when they come up to you at Olive Garden and say, "Would you like more breadsticks?"
Ooh.
Okay.
And you just keep saying yes.
And you're like, yup.
And we just anytime that, or like at the Mexican place when they grab more chips and salsa.
Yeah.
kind of just anything along those lines. You're like, I feel like this isn't right, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say, using the handicap stall and coming out, and there's a handicap person waiting.
Ryan. You have not had that instance where you have held up a line at the handicap stall, have you?
Not held it up. I've come out and there's somebody waiting.
Ryan.
They weren't waiting when I went in, dude.
I know, but you've actually
it wasn't like I was like, oh, let me get by it there.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that's savage. Okay, I'm gonna hit. Even if you have more, I'll hit a couple.
No, hit it.
I'm gonna say brushing your teeth without toothpaste. I feel like I've been in some instances camping or different places online where I'm like, my toothpaste is gone, or maybe I left it in my duffel bag, and I should definitely brush my teeth, and I don't have toothpaste. So I'm like, do I do it or do I not? Because I don't even have toothpaste. Like a good brush without tooth. You know what I mean? Or you not know?
I guess I've never felt like super bad about that.
Oh, I kind of feel like
you just hit a dry scrub from time to time.
Oh, it feels a little illegal.
Damn, I think we got some good ones though. I think this is a solid. A solid list.
I got another one.
Hit it.
Opening the window on an airplane takeoff at 6 a.m. Because you want to look outside, but everybody else is like, dude, it's
melting.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I'm going to bed, and you're just like peeping out, and the sun's just straight through your window. And you're like, I know I'm affecting everybody around me right now, but I would like to look outside.
Like, I don't fly much. I'm interested. I do that same thing every time. Like, I want the windows to go.
Dude, okay. Related, but like I love, you know how sometimes the plane window is like centered on somebody's like shoulder, you know?
Yeah, who the fuck did that? Yeah.
Right. But I love when the person behind there opens it and the person in front just slams that fucker right back down. I love that shit.
Ooh, god dang it. Oh, now they're really coming to me.
Now they're flowing.
Taking a phone call with AirPods in public.
Just honestly, like having like I haven't done this much, but like watching people like just speak out loud with AirPods in is like, that's so illegal, dude. You can't be doing that.
Dude, shit,
that just made me think of a good one, dude.
Do you remember when I sent you, Pink? I sent you guys a snap, I think. I was at Jimmy John's in like Minnetonka. And there was a dude definitely in a work conference meeting in the corner with AirPods in. And everybody knew what the meeting was about because the motherfucker was just yelling the whole time because of the sound reduction in his ears. I was just like, this come on. This is not. Yeah, this can't be acceptable.
Okay, this piggybacks on that.
Pink just thought of a really good one.
Let me just throw it because I was gonna say listening to somebody's conversation that's talking on CarPlay.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah,
that's a good one.
I'm so guilty of that. Like, I feel like I will pull up to a gas station and like continue a phone call for 10 minutes before I hop out and pump gas.
But like when you're in
the passenger seat.
Oh, I'm just talking like somebody in a different car, dude.
Oh, I was thinking of like when Boots is riding passenger with me and someone calls me and I answer and I like start talking to him. I'm like, and I try to figure out a way of being like, yeah, Boots and I are riding here. We're in the truck right now. And then he goes, hey, Dane. Just so he knows he's there listening. You know what I mean? Because otherwise,
so he doesn't start talking shit or something, or what?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Hit us in the comments. There's got to be so many more. So many. God damn. All right, we'll post this up. People can vote. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, that was good. That felt good to get that back. The more generic ones are better, dude. They're so fun.
They're really good.
They're so relatable, dude. Like everybody, it's crazy. We live in such a niche world of like so many, like we're obviously all three of us are hyper focused into fishing and the outdoors. And we live in a world where this is on my For You page, my algorithm, my thoughts, my brain, but there's still that connectivity of the rest of the humans that like I don't care if you're young, old, whatever, like you've done some of these things or you feel this. That's why these are the best.
Everybody's like, do we live the same life, dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just hope that right turn on red, there's a bunch of people that are just like, wait, you can turn right on red? Or like, is that actually illegal?
Dude, passing a cop is
passing a cop on the speed limit. That was a great.
That was number one on my list too.
Like you feel like, wait, what? you do.
You're like, yeah, no, yep.
No, I'm good. I think I'm good. Well, we'll see.
But we'll see.
You like turn your turn signal on like 3 miles early right afterwards.
Like we're approaching this. Oh shit. All right, you guys got anything else you want to get into?
I think we're good. This was a good OG banger, dude. Like we've tried to keep our pods a little bit shorter, but an OG banger like this, 2.5 hours. Thank you.
Had to happen.
Listen, like we
were due.
We were due. It's an OG banger.
If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening to all this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, rate us on podcast platforms. Do all the things. If you listened all the way to the end, you're a true PTB Nation warrior, and we appreciate the hell out of you, and we'll see you on the next one. This has been another episode of Pass the Barb.